was the guy basically just shit talking them. Okay, so I mean, most of that is fairly correct.
I get to fight a giant mech.
Yeah, you and Draco are going toe to toe with this mech.
I'm hurt quite a bit.
Yeah, you are in the radio tower with the help of Sasha, who I believe is currently out of her tank, but the tank crew is still waiting. You guys realize, like, at the last second, like, oh wait, that was the radio jammer outside. We should go turn that off. So you went out and turned that off. And then you got you started broadcasting, and that's when we cut away. Well, we cut away to all of a sudden the other tank coming back with some guards on approach, and then yeah, for Stukov and Draco, we had basically there was like the main leader. I have his name. Where did that go? It's fun. This page is blank.
Like my mind. Did you use invisible ink? Type it in white?
Nope, I found it. I'm just dumb. Yeah, you're fighting the Premier, who's the great nephew of Premier Stiko Drevio, and the guy's name is Grasko, wielding a bulky power armor with a flamethrower arm and a minigun. And Stukov, do you remember why the flamethrower doesn't work?
Because we turned off the gas.
Yep. He was getting his armor ready when you guys were coming in and went to go hook up to fill up the gas tanks, and the gas tank right back at him. No, bitch, I'm empty. Okay. Let's see here. Just reading through everything. Yeah, so Milo's real name is Onivenka, and Milo's sister, who's floating in the tank, supposedly is Jekri. And then the guy standing so for Doc, to the left of you is this like kind of phasing in and out giant mass, similar to what Milo has, but different, much bigger. And there's basically a dude there. That guy has identified himself as Yankar Yarovoro, or Yar Irovo. And he's like the military general of these raiders. And I have Shoop's last action here, which is Bast Rend. We'll get to that in a bit. So I think that's what you did, wasn't it, Milo? Is that that was where we cut you off, as you pointed and said Rend.
Yep, having it to where realizing I have a sister, I have family. He is
all the memories came back to you.
And the doctor maybe realizing Milo's actually full on emotional now, and actually said, hopefully he presumes the name of the creature to rend that bastard.
So to recap, and then we're gonna jump to the person we don't know where they are. So Milo and Doc Boo are in the vault, and they are engaging. I forgot his name already. General Yanko. And this weird creature with his sister background. We have Sasha, who is nearby her tank, but at the front of the radio station, just after turning off the radar jammer, with Cabbage inside, who has been furiously trying to get the station to work, and he finally just got it to start sending out a...
Now we are going to start sending revolutionary propaganda.
Yep. And that's when Sasha recognizes oh shit, the other tank is coming back and a couple guards are coming with. And then for Zukov and Draco, I believe Draco went in with two people and the power armor wielding guy and himself.
Yeah. Buckaroos on skidoos.
Yep. He's just there's some glitch and his characters are just stuck on skidoos, just T-posing around. But yeah, and then Stukov's there. I think Stukov, you left one of your guys behind, right? You left him at the fuel.
I left two of them behind.
Do you remember where both were? Because I knew for sure one was at where you turn the regulator on and off for the.
I had one guarding the pump house.
Yep.
Two of them came with me, and then just before we walked into the room with a giant power armor, I told one of them to go back and turn off the gas. That was before the guy in power armor pinched the tube and turned it off manually.
Gotcha. Okay.
With no radios, I can't radio him to come back.
Right. So you have one guy with you right now, and the other guy will eventually come back.
Probably, maybe.
Right. And the radios are still down for everyone. The radar jammer is coming down now, so everyone's still code dark on being able to communicate with you or the other rebellion. So now we jump to Bish. So Bish, you've had an interesting scenario happen to you that I rolled up. When the attack happened,
We'll be back.
you were in the rear bus, and once the fight started and you got through the gate, it was clear that everyone else had divvied out and started conquering. And really, you were just supposed to help support, like basically run service, like run support for people coming back or injured or helping restock. And at some point, there was an attack on the gate from behind. Like they had other people on the white winter wasteland, and you directed and helped defend. A lot of people were injured, so you've been spending your time doing that. When there was radios were working, and all of a sudden the radios went static, and you left a couple people in the care to hope that you could meet up with somebody that's part of the like main rebellion group to try and figure out what the fuck is going on. So I give you the option of the three sets of groups, which one did you stumble upon? The one in the vault, the one at the radio tower, or the one at the fortress?
I feel like Bish would have headed towards the group at the radio tower to figure out what went wrong with communications.
Welcome.
Someone owes me $10. That's where I guessed you would go.
You guys know me too well.
Okay, so okay, so you show up with so by the time you show up, you see there's like this firefight that is like just ending, and you can see rebel forces like charging towards the radio tower, and you think you saw Cabbage wish them, but you couldn't be sure. There was like snow kick up, and you hear like a tank round go off and like a boom, and you tell the two people with you like take cover, and then you see Sasha's tank roll up along the side and her get out and start going into the radio. And while you're like, you and two other people are hunkered down, there is a moment where you're like, I guess we could just get up and go. When you detect that there is a group of 6 guards who are coming from the main road where you came from, going towards the radio tower. What would you like to do?
At this point, I imagine my character doesn't have any weapons. Would that be a
Oh, you
correct
do.
assumption? What would I have?
So the two people with you have one's a rifle and the other has a pistol. You can decide whether or not you have a heavy armament, but it slows you, or you can have a light armament that does less damage, but you have your normal mobility.
I would choose a lighter armament. I assume the pistol.
Okay, then yeah, you just have one of the standard AKs for this futuristic, in the past era, AK-94 thing.
Okie dokie.
I mean, they just issue those to children, you know?
Right?
Well, exactly. This is Mother Russia. You
Yes.
have one at birth.
Yeah, and it's Mother Russia in the time period of the Cold War, in the time period when the United States is at war with China, and there's like this soft like division of like the USSR falling apart. So it's kind of like the Cold War era in the futuristic sense of Fallout. So a lot can be said what they might be doing.
The child has an AK and a bottle of Chesnikov vodka.
They just put little baby
should have
bottles
heard.
on top.
And
Yeah,
a Russian turnip.
the turnip is in the vodka.
Who took my turnip?
Also, Shoop, your camera froze with you looking so serious. Either that or you're really good at holding still.
Maybe he lost connection.
It would be interesting if he just lost connection. Shoop, you there? Nope, he just lost connection after he talked. Ah, he's back. There he is.
I was going to say, it's just like, okay, talking, and then I only see myself moving. It's just like, I didn't take any edibles yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's okay. I took a screenshot just so you could see it.
looks very serious. Just staring at that planet in the distance. Anyway, fuck, where was I? Oh yeah, so you have a light armament. There's 6 guards. They're heading towards the radio tower. What do you do?
So the 6 guards are of the enemy, I assume, correct?
Yes. Yep, they're black guards. They're a little either you've noticed the two variants so far. Either they are guards that seem to be more well armored or armed, but not both. So it's hard to say which type these are.
Okay, but I'm hunkered down with somebody else, right? Like another NPC?
Yep, 2 other NPCs are with you. They're kind of like protecting the field doctor.
Bish would like to have a discussion with these 2 NPCs.
Okay, what would you hope to gather by having a conversation with those 2?
That's a good question. I don't know. Hey guys. So what do you think the next move is going to be? Should we just go for the attack, or should we? You think we should lay low? Do you think those guards are going to be leaving anytime soon?
So I think what you might want to be rolling is read a situation.
You've got a point.
So you can roll that and tell me like what you're like. Basically, you read a situation and tell me like you're basically asking because you're asking them, but we can perturb it in the sense of this roll. You're asking them, hey, what should we do from here? And you can say, how would that get phrased? It would just be like, what is the best course of action with dealing with these? Is that would be a fair thing to say?
I feel like that's the gist of what I want to know, but I guess it's kind of a 2-part question. It's like, what's the next move? What's the best course of action would be kind of like that first question. And then kind of the second part that I would like to know is if the guards look like they're about to be moving away anytime soon.
Okay, so how this works is you roll a critical, so you can ask 3 of the questions that are there. So keep in mind what you told me, that what you're trying to figure out, and then ask those 3 of those questions to figure out if I ask those to me to see if you can get the answers you're looking for. Actually, while you're thinking of that, Sasha, so at this point you've realized that you can easily get into your tank before the tank that's at a distance gets in range. And just so you're aware, you're out of your main cannon. You've used it. You still have a machine gunner's nest and the actual ramming. Like the tank is designed to be ramming. And you know there's at least 2 guards coming. You don't know about these other 6. And you just got done turning off the radar tower for Cabbage. So what is going to be your course of action?
Just return to the tank.
Okay. So yeah, you return to the tank. Can you roll me? Can you roll open your brain for me?
Open your brain.
I've got the perfect roll for that.
You can open your brain.
That's my version of open my brain.
Okay.
But it uses cool instead of weird.
Neat.
Yeah, that seems a little weird to me.
Roll cool instead of weird. Yeah, there it is. It's your thing.
So there is, like as you're going into the tank, there's this impression that there's something a little bit more important about the radio tower. And you, like as you're in the tank and you're like getting into you're about to close the lid behind you. There's two tank crew openings for this thing. And you're looking up at the tower and you can see, you swore you see something kind of in the corner of your eye, like a black lightning electricity, like flick up the tower.
Jeez.
Like it's like a quick dance of like black lightning just up the tower really quick. And it's only at the peripheral of your eye. Lydia, do you think of your 3 questions?
Yeah, so I can see like Sasha on the tank from here, right? And then Cabbage is in the tower.
You would assume Cabbage is in the tower. You can't see him, but yeah, you can see Sasha is in the timeline. She is currently standing outside front of the door for you.
Okie dokie. Anyway, I guess the questions that I want to ask is, so of the first question, I want to ask, where's my best way in, or where's my best way past the guards?
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
count those as 2 questions.
way in or way past? Yeah, that's how that's phrased. Let me answer that first. So way past would be letting the guards deal with the tank, so they just run past you. You don't know if they'll see you or not. But your best way in would be backing off into the alley and circling around, but it'll take more time to get to the radio station from a different angle.
And so my last question is, what should I be on the lookout for?
More reinforcements.
Okay. So at this point, is it safe to assume that Sasha has made her way back to the tank, right?
The guards are starting to run up beside, like alongside the place you're hiding, and that's when you notice her running towards the tank, getting in.
Oh, so they're not distracted by her. It's almost like they see me or they see something near me.
Oh no, they're going towards the tower. They're just near you now. The guards are.
Okay. But like, are their backs turned to us so me and the NPCs can make a mad dash for the tower?
Not yet. They are just about to run past you. Like they're running down the street. You're off of the street in like the sidewalk area where there's like a bunch of rubble and like a crater, and you're in that crater like hiding.
Okay. So, a very hushed and hurried, whispered conversation I will have with the NPCs. Hey, as soon as those guys run past, we're gonna make a mad dash for the tower, okay? Cabbage needs our help, guys.
Gotta get the message out.
They nod. Yeah, so in time framing, cutting to you, Cabbage. So the radar jammer's off, and you've just started broadcasting. How about you give me a
Rally to the cause, maybe.
Yeah, and that's going to affect this. This role isn't to really rally. This role is going to, I've decided, is going to affect things more than it should.
So I'm currently disfigured. So rally to the cause takes a -1, but it's radio, so maybe it's just like also getting into my voice. Like I don't sound my best. Anyway, let's roll it. Great.
Oof. Okay, cool. That's a precedent. So yeah, like you're injured, right? Like
I just.
yeah. So like all of the speech is there, but it's being sung by a person who is, obviously very injured.
I'll
and hurt.
be honest with you. I'm in rough shape. You must to the radio tower.
Yeah. So the moment you say that,
Revolution.
the guards are the guards are running past you, Bish, and you hear from the radio that one of your NPCs is carrying. You hear Cabbage's voice, and he says that like you hear this like speech, and then he's like, "I'm in rough shape."
Not as beautiful as I once was.
But yeah. So you said you're gonna make a mad dash.
Yep, still gonna absolutely make that mad dash. Especially madder now because, somebody hurt my comrade. Gotta go fix him up.
Okay. Yeah. So I think there's a roll for this, and you're not being quiet. You're just trying to do it quickly, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, at this point, like as you guys are starting to do this mad dash, they're starting to open fire on the tank, and you can see Sasha's, moving the tank, and the turret's starting to turn towards them, and they're like running towards the street when you guys are running towards the sidewalk while you're running away from it. I think this is Escape the Hunter, because the moment that you make this mad dash and they go to the sidewalk to maybe evade what might be a tank round, they're gonna, try and open fire on you and the other two people with you. Oof.
More complications.
Yeah, they catch you out. So I say that's I think they catch you out. Go ahead and roll, or I guess not roll exchange harm. Do you have it's your light weapon? That's a single harm. Do you have any armor?
I don't know. I don't recall at any point ever gathering any armor.
Well, so sometimes your character just has it.
Yeah, I was looking through the equipment side of the character sheet, and I don't see anything on there, so I'm gonna assume no.
Okay. Let's just double check here. You have 0. Okay, so you have 0 armor, 1 harm for a weapon, and it's small group versus small group. It's 3 people versus 6. They're 1 harm, 2 armor, and you're 1 harm, and we'll say your gang gives you an additional harm. So as you're doing this mad dash, the NPC with the pistols trying to shoot back, missing entirely, and he trips and falls, and one of the people in the group hits them, and then the other guy with the rifle goes to take a quick turn, knee, and fire, and you can see he fires and hits one of the guards, but it flings off of like a titanium plate that they have on like their wrist, like they have like a riot guard guy. And you just hear him like, swear, and then he tries to get up and run with you. But both you are going to suffer harm. The one harm that the two people with you suffers is the pistol guy is now on the ground, bleeding behind you. And you're going to take a harm as well. Cool.
But I just take one harm in all of this, right?
Yes. Your gang takes one harm and you take one harm. All right. Sasha, you get in the tank and then all of a sudden you notice there's like 3 people. I don't know if you recognize Bish or not, because they've always been in the back and you haven't had direct conversation, I think. So you might not recognize it, but you know they're like 3 of your people. Like start running across the street as like you're turning the turret around, and the gunner on top of you is like starting to open fire at the guards, and they're taking pot shots at these like 3 rebels who are crossing over the street and trying to get towards the radio tower. One of them trips and they get shot while they're on the ground. The other one like turns and tries to fire. Then they get up and run. There's like 2 left who are running towards the tower. What do you do?
Can I get in the way of the line of fire of the people attacking
Yeah.
my allies?
Yeah, I don't think you're going to take any harm in this, but I would go help or interfere. No, that's adding.
Also, does it matter if like Lydia gets a +1 on acting on any of the info she got from you?
Acting on any of the info she got from me.
Yeah, that's Rita said she get a +1 when you act on the answers.
Right. So the problem is that I would have even told her that was an option, but she rolled as low as she possibly could. So
Gotcha.
I'm just going to be nice to her, not be like, oh, by the way, did you want to use that? Because it isn't going to matter. So it's like, I forgot to ask. But yeah, Lydia, you have, we'll say +2 going forward from here on out with that information involving getting to the radio station.
Okie dokie.
So it wouldn't be help or interfere. I think you would just do, probably, is there vehicle action? That's probably pretty simple. Road warrior.
I mean,
Nope, that's just vehicle to vehicle. Let's just have you make a act under fire roll. There's no chance for you to be harmed or anyone in the tank to be harmed from this crew. They're heavy armored, not heavily armed. Otherwise, I'd say they could. Yeah, so you get in front. And since you succeeded, Lydia, you can decide either you take the damage and the pistol guy doesn't get shot and left behind, or you take he does get shot and left behind, but you don't take the damage.
I will choose to take the damage so that way he's not left behind.
Okay, so funneling and reminder, guy trips, he rolls, and he keeps running, and you get winged right before Sasha's tank flies in front. And yeah, so Sasha, what are you gonna do about the crew in front of you, the enemies? And then we're gonna jump over to Fortress.
I guess I could have done lay down fire before, but that wouldn't really be moving in between. I could lay down fire now or single combat.
I mean, I don't know if single combat applies. You have a fucking tank.
Yeah, but I don't have like tank combat.
I'm gonna go ahead and say since they're a small gang, just go ahead and use road war moves.
But shoulder another vehicle, overtake another vehicle. Which one?
Remember, so it's you pick. I mean, tell me what you want to do with the tank.
So am I treating them as a vehicle?
You can treat them as a vehicle or person. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying is that you can use other moves. You don't have to restrict yourself so much because
Don't think about the mechanics. Think about what you want to do.
yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah, I want to take them out, but which button?
It's not about what button. What do you want to do to take them out?
Run them over.
Running them over works pretty well most of the time.
Right. They're being partly suppressed by the main gunner. I'm not having that as a hard rule. They're just like, they had to maneuver to get out of the street. So you got basically a free action there. But yeah, if you want to run them over, you can. I would say that's probably deal with the bad terrain because you're about to drive into a crater.
Crater? Oh.
Yeah, they're in a crater. Yeah.
Plus my vehicle's handling. I gotta bring that up again. Vehicle. Boop-a-doo. And that is too many tabs. Alright. +1 handling, okay. Oops. I cool plus my handling, so that would be 3 more on top of that. Because I have yeah. So that would be
At 12. I think that's a critical success.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're not slowed by the crater, and you've succeeded beyond that. So I'd say the beyond that would be what's the suffer v harm rolls? Can you roll the suffer v harm, but this isn't going to be towards you?
What should I use for the modifier?
I'd say use a +2 because you succeeded. You critical that, so you got into the crater. No problem. You'll be able to get out. So I'm gonna give you a little bonus 8. So they're forced to swerve. They give ground, or you're driven off course. They're forced onto a no course. I think they're forced down the alley. You like run over 2 of them. Like they thought they were about to be shot by a tank round, and then they're being shot at by like small arms fire from the LMG. I guess they ain't small arms, but they're being kept down, and then the tank just starts fucking flying towards them, and maybe 2 of them realize this immediately, jump out, and the other 2 are like helped out, but the other 2 are like stark stunned there as like the tank just drives straight into the crater and maybe decapitates one of them and crushes the other. And you recover and you start pushing your way into the alley, and now they're just running down the alley. Your tank will not fit down this alley. Do you want to just see if try to maybe have commit to using the gunner? Because you control the gunner too. If you want to make a roll with the gunner.
Sure, I'll take another roll with that.
So these guys are running, and they're running on a very closed area. So I feel that there is no exchange here. I feel like this is a hunt the prey.
Okay.
Okay. So where would you like them to be?
Gone.
Like you would just prefer that they escape and they stay away.
Yeah.
Cool.
Come back.
Yep. That's what happens. So the tank rides down into this crevice, decapitates one dude, crushes them, and starts getting up into the alley and slams forward, maybe chunking into the side of the buildings a little bit. And one of them drops their gun and they're just full on booking it. Another one takes a turn into a building, and the other 3 just run down the alleys like there's small arms fire just hitting the snow around them, and they just keep running until the whiteout takes them. And then we cut over to Stukov and Draco. This kicks off with you're being shot at by minigun fire. What do you 2 do? And what does your gang do, Draco?
Well, most of the gang is back at the control center.
Well, no, you have 2 guys with you.
Yeah, I got 2 guys with me.
Yeah, and your power armor dude. I think it was 2 guys plus your power armor dude, so 3.
Okay, so describe the room, please.
So the room is, so you open up a double door, and 2 of you came in, and this like almost double-sized power armor that has like additional exoskeleton on it that appears to be some type of loader. Like it was meant for a utility version of a piece of power armor. So it's like basically a forklift. It's a thing from Alien, but it's shaped like power armor. And so it's got all that
power loader.
Yeah, it's got all that armor and stuff on it with the loader arm, and it has a minigun attached to the loader arm and a flamethrower attached to the other side of it. And so that's in the center of the room. And there was like this, you can see the utility rack that was holding it. And then the fueling station that he just came off of. And he just like set his piece to you and swung his arm to fire. And the room around you is this like workshop. It appears to be you can see one side, there's like a garage door that has like a slant on it. So you're pretty sure that given how far you went in and down, that must be another way up and out of the fortress for like vehicles. So it's more like a garage workshop. And you can see that there's other power armor nests that are in here with disarrays of like it looks like old Soviet era power armor with pieces missing. There's a couple of cradles that are just completely empty. You see some vehicles. You also see what appears to be called a locker wing or a locker wing, which is a single pilotable like vertibird that's like all like wrapped up, and that looks like it's fairly new. And on to your left, you have like a bunch of tool cabinets and stuff like that, as well as like workstations. On your right is where all the vehicles and the power armor bay is. And on the other side is where you see like some dual layer offices, where they got like there's office on the bottom, office on the top, staircase going up to it. And this like power armor nest was in front of that office. And to the left of that is what appears to be like another big long hallway where you could probably drive one of these trucks down it if you wanted to. So you're not sure where that goes. And then there's like doors and stuff dotted here and there. Some like are on a second level that you just has like a staircase going up to that one door. And you all are at the door, the double door that you came through.
All right, well, standing out a bunch together is probably a really bad idea.
No, it's fine.
Split up, take cover.
Well, if we scatter little enough and attack from a lot of different angles, he won't be able to focus in one direction.
So you yell scatter?
Yeah, scatter.
Okay, what kind of role would that be? I feel like it's commanding presence. I want something to roll to like see how well they do. What does that read? How does that read?
When you try to impose your will on my gang, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that sounds.
My gang.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do it.
Alrighty. See if I stay lucky.
It's not fair. Choose one.
So I think either they do what I want, otherwise they refuse. They don't fight back over it, otherwise they do fight back. You don't have to make an example of one of them.
And since these are vicious motherfuckers, it's less going to be they fight you and just more like, no, we're not running, and they just go right for them. So the guise of how they will like disobey this will be they're just bloodthirsty and going for them.
I think, yeah, because no matter what I choose, it's like they're not going to do exactly what I want. Even if I choose, they do what I want because they're going to then fight over it, or somebody will have to be made an example. I'm just going to go with they do what I want, and I'm assuming one of them is going to be stupid and charge straight at him.
Yeah. So one of the guy, I forget what we named the guy in the power armor. I have it written somewhere.
That was Igor.
Igor? Okay. Yeah, so Igor listens to you, right? He's like, gotcha, boss. And like he like football dodges out of the way behind like one of the vehicles, and like some of the bullets rake across the vehicle. But yeah, you have one of your other gang members that's like, for the buckaroos, for the revolution, just like charges straight at him. And they just start taking fire, and they like get caught out. And I feel like, you correct me if I'm wrong, we can allow the other guy to get away, or you can make an example of him because he tries doing the other same thing, but you stop him. Or the example you can make, in my mind, would be the guy who's caught out in the middle of the room with almost no cover is the example.
Yeah, he's going to be the example. So I named the two people that I brought with me. So we got Igor in the battle suit. Then we have Marat. He's he's got a rifle, and then Anastasia is a melee person. So I can imagine Anastasia would be the one that'd be like charging, I want to gouge his eyes out type person.
Yep, that makes sense to me.
Anastasia's hard.
Yeah, she's
So hard, Anastasia.
liquid.
It'll be Swiss cheese, then liquid, but yeah.
Well, either way,
Yeah,
you're getting picked up with a mop.
Yeah, so like you yell out to them that this is why you listen to me, and like you just go along with the rifle guy you got to the left, and Igor to the right. Okay, Stukov, you're there and you're by yourself, correct? Oh wait, do you have one other person with you? Andrew.
Are you muted, Andrew?
I don't think so. I bet this is like the moment he decided to like go walk away and have a pee.
Listen, man, you couldn't have timed that any worse.
Bladder fills up faster.
My fried rice just got done.
Gotcha. Are you all good?
I want some fried rice.
For the moment, I got about 2.5 minutes before the fried rice is actually done.
Okay, so tell me, you heard most of what was going on?
Yes.
Okay, so it's you and one other guy. What are you gonna do? This guy's raking a minigun across the workshop.
Take cover.
Okay. Are you gonna take cover with the tools? Or are you gonna take cover with the equipment, like the other random pieces of power armor, and the vehicles, or where the tools are?
Take cover with the vehicles.
Okay, so you go with Igor. Is your guy go with you, or does he split up and go over with Draco on the other side?
He'll split up, go with Draco.
Okay, so you two are separated. How about you give me a quick, you are the hunted. Escape the hunter, real quick.
Perfect. How do I bring up the character sheet again?
It's on the right side. They moved it from the very top of the screen to, there's little buttons to the left of the rolling bar. Should be a little actor's icon, person icon, and click on your name folder and then your person.
What are we doing?
Escape the hunter.
What about acting under fire?
If you want to do that too. Yeah, so it'd be the difference between you escape to the situation you're doing, or escape the hunter is he has now turned his focus on Draco's crew. So would you prefer to like let his focus? Okay, gotcha.
Oh, because I got a bonus to this one.
Gotcha. That's how you make it work. Flinch, hesitate, or stall. Go grab your rice. I'm assuming it's done.
Yeah, maybe.
It said 2 minutes. It's been more than 2 minutes. What time? Anyway, Draco. Okay, so you and your one guy, your rifling guy, and now Stukov's other guy are on the side where the tools are. So you're hiding behind like big. I was thinking like, what's a dog that's Russian? That's not a husky. Fuck, it's a husky. Husky toolboxes. Yeah, you're hiding behind them and you're hearing like the ping, 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 and like a wrench gets hit and flies up over and like rolls off the top of your brim of your hat and clangs to the floor in front of you.
All right, so my plan from here is we need to provide enough distraction or cover to get his attention while Igor closes the gap.
So Igor and Stukov are over there, so you're hoping that you're more relying on Igor, but you know.
I have no idea personally who Stukov is, and as far as I know, he's just a random guy.
Okay.
That followed us. But yeah, that's the idea. Igor's got to close the distance and get up nice and personal.
So that sounds like you wanna go aggro, right? You're trying to draw aggro.
Yes, and preferably not die in the process.
Well, unfortunately, that's a complication. You just die.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll it up.
All right, so literally just go aggro.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, come on. Partial success.
So you choose one of the above or one of the following. So either you force their hand that you. God, the phrasing on is so weird.
Yeah, the phrasing is like, is it me choosing or is it the bad guys? Or, well, I don't know, bad guys is kind of relative to this situation, but the opposition.
I believe because of that one where it says, give you something they think you want, that this is in the sense of you, like, or in the sense of them, like what they're doing.
Okay.
Give you something they think you want.
Oh, wait, interesting. They can choose one above or one of the following. So I choose. Ah, that's what it is. So I think, yeah, he's going full Rambo. So he's going to force your hand and suck it up. So he's directed his full attention to you and he's taking fire from you. That also means you're taking fire from him. So I think this is a just exchange harm. What's your armor?
Me?
It says 0, I think.
Yeah, I have trail leathers and a 10 star.
Yep, 0. Okay, so you're gonna take faux show. You're gonna take 1 damage. And I'm gonna say because the intent was to draw his aggro fully, that unless you just happen to have a 3 harm weapon, I'm just gonna say nothing goes through.
I have a sawed-off shotgun. It's 3 harm, but it's close.
It is 3 harm?
Yeah, it's the description I got.
But it's close. You're nowhere near close.
What is close?
You are currently like 30, 40 feet away.
That's not close for firearms in this game?
For a sawed-off shotgun? No. Close is like melee range, but with with a little like a person in between.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Shotguns keep a tighter cluster than a lot of people give them credit for.
Oh, it does.
But it is a sawed-off.
Yeah, if he had said I have a hunting shotgun, I'm like, okay, close is probably 30 feet easy. But since it's sawed off, it's like. Also, the fact that it's 3 harm, that's probably why it's a sawed off, right? That's where it gets this extra harm.
Back.
I'll go back. Cool. So, yeah, you draw it. So Andrew, Draco drew the aggro of the guy, and you and Igor are on the other side. So Igor kind of looks to you. He says, "I charge, grab, and break his neck." What you would do?
There's got to be a bigger gun around here, or a spare gun around here.
That sounds like a roll. Let's see.
Bigger gun? Maybe part of a turret or another mounted gun?
Yeah, I feel like it's not out of the question that it's here. I'm just trying to think. I think what would it be? Rita Sitch, maybe? No, that doesn't seem right. Browse for goods.
It's a barter move.
How much barter do you got?
None. It made me spend all of it to make that tank round.
Right, which is where you could use barter to get a free gun here. So that's why I'm thinking.
Browse for goods and use sharp for it.
Yeah, that's more of a cost thing. It's not really like a search. Andrew, do you have any weird augury stuff?
And there's insight, but that's like talking to a person.
Right, like deep insight. Plus one weird.
He could open his brain to the guns.
Some components of your workshop and some arrangement of quotes is uniquely receptive to the world's second master.
The whiz banger.
Please banger.
Andrew, I'll say roll.
Maelstrom and pull out a shotgun.
Roll me an augury.
Augury?
Yeah, because I was just reading your fraying edge. And it talks about your workshop, but I feel like this applies. Like it's a workshop. Oh, what do we got? By default, the effect less than. Interesting. I'm seeing 2 effects here. Oh, choose 2.
Like one is what happens, and the second is like how long it lasts.
Ah, okay. So Andrew, choose me the top one. Choose one at the top first, and then you can choose 2 at the bottom.
It kind of seems like he could literally reach through a window and get a gun.
Yeah. And then the time is kind of based on whatever he doesn't pick is what bad happens when he does get the gun. I'll just make it make sense. Nothing else in this fucking system does.
So like, what would be the effects of these?
So you're looking for a gun. Your fraying edge allows you to basically treat engineering and stuff and your workshop. I'm gonna say since it's a workshop, you could just do that. I suppose no, it says when you use augury. So yeah, so just pick anything that sounds like it would get you a gun, and then pick 2 of the other ones, and it'll be the 2 that you don't pick will be kind of the punishment of how you got the gun.
Gotta pay the piper.
What was that, Andrew?
Reach through the world psychic maelstrom to something or someone connected to it.
I'm assuming a gun is a something.
I'm looking for AT.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you connect to AT. Go ahead and pick the other 2.
It persists for a while and it's stable.
Okay, that's 1.
2.
It's the first one and the last one.
Oh, and it's stable. Gotcha. You should probably through the world. Just deep into. Okay, so the idea is wide and broad. Interesting. I'm gonna interpret that as you find what would you prefer? AT, like an AT cannon, AT gun, like an AT minigun, like a single fire thing.
Like a cannon.
Oh, so like it's attached to a vehicle.
Or even if it's just a turret on the ground.
I'll say it's attached to the top of one of the vehicles. It's an AT like auto cannon. And the broad and deep of the second maelstrom is that you're exposed, but you have a thing. You have a really good thing.
I point to it and I say, that should take it down.
You hear like the servos and stuff like mess as he punches his fist. He says, "It's a race," and he starts just running.
All right, well, the big guy's distracted. I suppose I'll go to the APC then.
Yeah, so you climb up on top and you get into the turret. We're gonna
ammo, make sure the mechanisms are working.
Right. So you hop in, you rack it back, and the ammo pod feeds, and we see Igor like charging up from the side, like yelling, and we see your guy and Draco and his other dude like returning fire, and like there's this just constant yelling from everyone that's just going on, and then from all the yelling and the screaming and the firing, it cuts to dead silence as we're in the bunker, and yeah, Doc, you're getting a really bad feeling about all this. The thing that keeps like flickering in and out of your vision on the left is like taking one step closer, and all of a sudden you see like Milo raise a hand, and he says something that kind of doesn't really make sense in your head. You don't hear the word red. He just does something or says something. What do you? Do you want to brace? Do you want to run? Do you want to fight? Like, what are you doing? Something weird is about to happen. You can feel it deep in your bones.
Oh.
Deep in the boo bone. Deep in the boo bone.
I think, this room had lots of transformers and all kinds of machinery in it. I think I pressed myself into a corner largely out of their sight and just kind of be still and quiet.
Okay. Let's see.
I become unobtrusive.
Escape the hunter. That sounds like what you were trying to do. You were trying to escape two hunters, or at least what you perceive as two hunters.
Which category is that one in?
Subterfuge. So above road war moves.
Hey Ben, are you actually putting like Zukov 2,000 feet in the air?
What?
You see, like right above his token.
I don't know why it says that.
Well, I don't think anyone else can do that.
Also, that's really weird. Fuck. I guess that's how the tokens work. Yeah, I don't know why it says 1,515 feet in the air. Andrew, you're high as fuck.
You right-click on it, and then elevations in the top left.
That's so weird. Anyway, escape the hunter. Let's see. So the hunter catches you out, but only after you've led them into a place you're choosing. Say where.
I mean, like I said, just unobtrusive.
So you're gonna get hurt
by a transformer.
You're gonna get hurt, and the hope is that you're gonna get hurt because you're caught out, but you want to get away. That's basically how you want this positioned.
I mean, okay.
I mean, that's what it says. Like, you roll the partial. The partial is your hunter catches you out, but only after you've led them into a place where you're choosing. Your choosing is them to be as away from you, right? So they're away from you.
Yeah, like I'm not screaming from the room. I'm just trying not to draw attention to myself. I smell small and tucking against a wall, maybe behind something, that kind of thing.
Right. Catch you out before you get away. So open your mind real quick. Open your brain.
Open it.
Looking.
I think you might have a special move too, though.
Yeah, I think I use Sixth Sense every time instead of open the brain, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Something's wrong.
No. Hang on, let me read that.
Nope, that's right. That is right.
Yeah. Okay.
Just rolled a 2 and a 1.
Oof.
Just a crappy roll.
Prepare for the worst. So you go to try and get out of the way, right? And your main focus is to be small, be hidden, be gone, like get out of the way. You get your wish. You see, like, as you're like, yep, fuck this, and you go to like retreat to the corner, the big thing that keeps like flickering in and out, you all of a sudden see something flicker flying right at you, and as it disappears, you see something else flickering and floating, which before was solid, which was the creature wolf thing that was following Milo around. He lunges at it. It hits you, and all of a sudden you find yourself in water. Cold, deep, dark water, like surrounded.
So I'm somewhere else?
It appears to be. It's, there's no light, but it definitely feels like you're underwater, but you can breathe.
I don't know what to do with that. That seems like not what I was going for, but such is life in the weird.
Not in my wheelhouse.
Not my clown, not my circus. Anyway, so we cut to Milo. So Milo, you were trying to rend the general, correct?
Yeah. All the memories, all emotions that was like blocked off, and the only thing right now is just sadness, fury, rage, and I'm lashing out at him. So I am full on Bast rend. That is the first thought that I literally have with everything coming back to me.
Right. So I need a roll from you. I want you to find one of the moves that you do on your character, one that makes sense, and roll it for me. Like you're emotional, you're using your, like, this first time you've let it all flow. So like this is different for Bast. This is a different receptive coil that Bast is experiencing from you and like reacting to you. So what does that look like? Like what move is that?
I'm almost thinking I'm actually like doing We Are One of channeling through. I'm wanting Bast to actually do this with no restraint. I think that might fit the best.
Cool. Go ahead and roll it. Okay. All you can do to hone this, that makes sense. No suspicious bear, but you can see clearly just need to hold on. Never choose you do. Heal one harm. So if you're harmed, go ahead. And you forget something. How much of a dick
So,
to be?
let me say this. Even though it never really was revealed to other people what I have for my personal inventory, one of the things that I have for my personal items is like a set of dice, bone dice. And especially for, unfortunately, I'm going to be losing this memory. I knew the dice held some importance, and they were actually something of to at least help get through the times with me and my sister. I had to her do some counting games. We would actually do some weird little rules or whatnot. The bond and the connection of that even though I have just got that back.
This aligns with what I actually wanted to do. So you lose the memory of the dice, right? And you lose those memories of your sister as well. Those ones specifically. Okay. Yeah, so you see like quick flashes before it's just no longer there. It's like huddled in a cold corner where you're like playing with a set of dice and like moving it around. Like it switches from like, it's like, I don't know if you see, I can't remember what the game was. I can't remember what it was. Basically, like it looks very glitchy. Like the memories are very glitchy. Like all of a sudden it goes from like rolling them to like playing with them to like on a piece of paper. Like it's just glitchy and it keeps like flicking through them and then just like
Observer kind of
disappears.
had that.
Yeah, Observer. I was also thinking the one that the Scary Game Squad played too. The one with
Karma?
it's Karma. Yeah. But yeah, so that goes away, and yeah, you want to because you're gonna rend. So let's go ahead and start with go aggro since you got the primer on it.
Yep, I actually do have it set for the weird version. Oh, that is pure max.
Yeah, so they choose nothing. You may choose so on a 10 plus they choose one of those. So you choose one of the two top, and I'll tell you what the critical is later. Or I'll tell you what the critical is in a bit. Actually, better yet, you think of that. I'm gonna tell you what the critical is. So like there's this flash of rage and emotion, and maybe there's somewhere on the screen of the cinematography, it's actually like showing the rage and stuff and like actual elements, like random facial expressions from people that Milo have seen, like some of the doctors that worked on him to like family members to random people, just like the emotions of other people flashing through his mind. And all of a sudden you see Doc, and you see his face, and you see it's sad, and you see him floating behind your sister for the briefest moment, and then you see just your sister in the tank, and then you see Doc for a second, and then your sister for again, and the critical you get is Doc is now somewhere in between your sister, the other mass, and Yoko.
We can just shorten that and say Doc is somewhere in between.
Yes.
Poor bastard.
Or anyway, go ahead, shoot with your option of one of those two.
So I'm going through, and just a brief moment, I see essentially the Doc like in the tank with my sister.
Yes.
Giggity?
Is the one general bastard obliterated?
No.
Or this isn't pro.
We're gonna need a little bit more for a boss. We're gonna need to do a little bit more than that. But you've done something to it. Just tell me what your response is. The one that you choose. The force your hand and suck it up, or cave and do what you want.
Come again, please.
I have some concern for Doc, but I am more so fueled of what's happened with my sister. So I'm just going to remain focused on the general.
Okay.
So cave and do what I want. I'm full on focused on him. That is all that I can think of. All I can feel.
Yeah. So you go to lash out, and with all the crits, I'll actually say you do actually hit him. Anything else short would have been you hit the mass in front, the other mass. And so like we see this like. It's fucking very anime. There's like two people standing on either side of the room. There's nothing there, just angrily looking at each other. And then all of a sudden, like there's a film switch, and we see like the big beast like slam forward and get hit out of the way with like this tiny little dog, wolf, tiger, constantly morphing thing goes to charge the general, and the big thing jumps in front. And you can see like the celestial chain or the psychonic chain being like whipped around and like getting like tugged. So like the general's like pulling the mass in the way of yours, and yours just fucking goes like a tank going through a shopping cart aisle. Like it just plows through it, and the big creature like just shunts out of the way, like Glitch shunts out of the way, and your creature goes like straight through it and like takes a chunk out of him and goes to do it again, but then the creature envelops the general and like blocks the next hit. We cut back to Doc. Yeah, Doc, so how's the water?
Cold, and I can breathe it. Fucking weird.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Kind of weird.
It's dark. I'm breathing in water. I'm lost. I'm not where I thought I was. but I'm not in the hostile situation I was in.
These all seem like very true statements.
Can I see any light?
Read Stitch or something else. Let's see. Let me pull up your abilities real quick.
Yeah, I like read a search. Let's find it. I don't know where it is.
Read a Stitch should be pretty close up to a basic. Yeah, it's a basic move. Uses Sharp, which I think you do well, don't you? Yeah.
That's his best thing. Pretty close.
9.
Fast thing.
It's funny if it was the right person. Okay, so on a partial success, ask 1.
Yeah, can I see any light?
No.
One of those questions?
Yeah, one of those questions.
There's really only one, I think, is what's my best escape route?
Right. So you had asked if there's any light. What's your best escape route, right? And you're like looking around and you're like floating and like spinning in circles like in the Expanse video, just like floating. And then you gleam something. You like see a tiny spark of light and you start swimming towards it. And then all of a sudden you're in a you're just drenched, right? Like just completely drenched. And you're standing in a operating theater, like in the operating theater, not like up in the stands. And you can see there are like 2 scientists and like 1 or 2 military guys with like weird amorphous faces. And they're standing over what appears to be a child. And they have like the top of her head open and like they're like moving around in it.
Yay, fun. But they're unaware of me.
Yeah.
So is this like, I mean, Doc's had a few vision type things. Is this like a vision type thing or is he really there?
I'd say it feels that way, right? It feels not very, it doesn't feel like you're there. It feels visiony, but this is a lot more tactile than you're used to. Like you feel wet. You feel like you're standing on tile.
Okay, Doc assumes that it's not real and he just watches and stays calm and again tries to stay small and just unobtrusive so that he doesn't draw his attention from the echoes of the past or whatever.
Yeah, so you start hearing muffled voices and eventually something comes through along the lines of, yes, where her would be, there's a, and we believe this is why she's more susceptible to the, and like there's weird glitchiness going on where some of the people who are standing there like changing positions and there's like a time skip and you can see like the body of the child is like growing with age and you can see the doctors and the people growing with age and they're changing spots. The procedures are changed. Sometimes they have her chest open. Sometimes they're actually like they're like putting something in her arm and then putting a Pip-Boy on it. You like all different types of procedures. Are you doing anything else?
Nope, just trying to stay calm.
Okay, so we cut back to Milo. We're gonna have you do one more thing, and we're gonna jump back to the radio tower. So yeah, Bast like jumped up, tried slashing down, and like the beast has like grabbed Yakov and just like dragged him away, and now the creature is now in front of Yakov, and the Bast is like nearby. And it's pretty clear that, like, there's like this basically the psionic link 3 ways, right? Between your sister, the mass, and Yakov.
From what I remember last, part of like what's chaining the being or the other mass, didn't I see it like somewhat connected to like the Transformers or something that was in the room?
It's basically, it's Yakov, Transformers, mass, then sister. And it's like some entanglement of that. But it does feel like the Transformers are more a Yakov thing, and then the Mast and your sister are directly connected, and then there's like beads of connection between the Transformers and Yakov and the Mast and your sister.
Because actually, at least since the beast is getting in my way, I'm basically just going to indicate to Bast, Transformers, remove them. They're hindering my revenge on him.
Okay. Pick a roll.
I'll do. Should I do? We are one once, or actually, let's go. During the scene, I can actually just keep on. I'd be able to actually just stick with the prior roll, and I could just do like go aggro.
Yes. So you'll be able to do all go aggro rolls. But that's only going to get you so far. Go aggro is like so far. Basically, you went aggro first, and that got you the first strike. And knowing from what you're seeing here, he's not going to allow that again. So you can use go aggro on anything else besides him. So you want to use it on the Transformers?
Yeah. Basically, I'll
Okay.
have just tell them they need to be dealt with, and
Right.
so have him first initially like he's gonna charge towards him and the mats, but want him to divert the
Oh, for the
attention
Transformers
over-
sense.
Yes.
Okay, so roll go aggro and then tell me. I'm assuming you're doing a rend again. Render.
Yeah. To full on obliterate it.
Okay. God damn, are you cheating?
Hey, my weird is at freaking 5, so
I don't have anything out of 5.
Yeah. Speaking of which, can you do me a favor?
Me?
Heck, all
Me?
my
No, not you.
all
Not
together
you.
don't hold a 5.
Milo. Roll me your hard ability real quick. You're still gonna get what you want. This is something else.
here.
Oops, sorry, I clicked it. Don't. That's not your roll. You can just click on the word hard and it should roll.
Also, why does it say it's 364 days ago?
That is weird. For some reason, it says your roll was 364 days. Oh, there it goes.
I was gonna say I'm seeing it just fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I saw the same thing she did. It must be a connection issue. Okay, cool. That's the information I wanted. So can you go ahead and choose a condition or take one harm?
I'm gonna take a harm.
Okay. All right. So go aggro. So you choose one of the first two, and then we'll see what happens when you attack Transformers after we come back.
I'm okay. Do what I want. I want to get the Transformer destroyed or start working on them. So
Okay, gotcha. So we see Bast run at the mast and Yoko and like leap over them and just jump inside, like phase through the one Transformer, and then we cut away from an exact looking like asset of a Transformer to another random Transformer that's just out front of this radio tower. And we see Bish run up beside it with like the two other people with her, and all of a sudden, Bish, you hear another tank coming down from the other street, and Sasha, you go to turn your tank on them because you knew they were coming, and Cabbage, you've had a pretty rough time of it, and so I asked Bish, do you want to try and help Sasha with the tank and the guards, or do you want to go in and help Cabbage?
I need some first aid.
I want to go in and help Cabbage. It sounds like my comrade is in quite a bit of pain and could use some assistance.
Yeah, so you start running in,
Get shot in
and
the face.
that's fine. Stop whining.
Did I get shot in the face? Yeah, I got shot in the face.
Yeah, you got shot in the face.
Cabbage was getting shredded.
Shredded cabbage.
I'm now not cabbage. I'm sauerkraut.
A shredded cabbage roll.
More like coleslaw.
The slaw!
Right. So, Bish, you run in like your two people, and you've been finding like random rebels here and there. There's like, oh, who are you? Oh, okay, you're one of us. And like eventually you get to the like the control command center, which is like this little like area in the tower that actually has like a glass overlook. One of the glass windows is like blown out, but it's got like tarp over it. You can see some of the flecks of snow coming in through the window. And at the control panel, you maybe like run up and the camera's panning. The camera's stuck like behind where the door or is looking through the opening door as you're like running in, and we can see Cabbage is like hunched over the control panel, and there's like small pool of blood on the floor below where the chair is as you like run in. So yeah, you see Cabbage in a pretty rough state.
It's a flesh wound. Nothing serious.
I would like to utilize all of my medical knowledge to fix up my comrade.
And knowledge.
So we don't have knowledge, so I guess you're kind of shit out of luck.
I can help
Yeah.
or interfere.
I don't think you can help. You can actually. I guess you could go ahead and roll that first, and then Lydia, you're looking for heal other
Disfigured.
other PC's harm. Your
Wait, help or
HX would be
interfere?
+2.
I just might.
Okay, yeah. Heal another PC's harm.
I think
So terrible.
I think that would be a 7 because you wouldn't have a -1 because it's not a hot roll. Also, you have like a 1 with your ally.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Well, it says
so that
roll
would
plus
HX, which is +2 right now.
Oh, okay. Cool. So it's a little bit better.
Yep. When you heal another PC, okay, so there needs to be a heal roll. That's professional benefit grace. Not fighting, you get +1 armor. I swear there's like a heal roll. I know Simon
I
had like
added a custom one to Doc Boo's character sheet if you want to use the Angel Kit.
the angel kit.
It's like a healing kit or whatever medical kit they have.
Yeah, but where is that?
It's on Doc Boo's sheet.
Oh, so I have to move it over. Let's see.
Don't steal my kit.
Don't steal my
You can probably
kit.
roll it from his. You just have to double check. It's just a
Well,
roll plus stock
it's-
spent. It's not a stat roll.
No, I can't roll it because Lydia has to roll it.
Okay.
Is there a way to just roll on whatever? Just roll with you one of your modifiers.
Right, I want to see what it is. That's what I'm probably gonna do. Heal.
You sharp maybe?
How much harm do you actually have right now?
4.
4. Okay, so yeah, so Lydia.
I'm not hurting
They
Herman.
choose. Lydia, how much barter do you have?
What do you mean? How much barter do I have?
Angel Kit
should-
starts holding 6 stock.
Oh, it does. Okay. Then I'll assume she has one. Never mind. You spend 1 stock, and they spend 4 days. 1 week. They do their time at A&E like everyone else. Not happy with that healing. We're gonna say. So yeah, we're gonna say that your healing kit is down to 4 stock, because of all the stuff you've been doing prior. For each stock you spend, you can heal him 1 HP. You can also use a stock to stabilize somebody.
Wait,
Well, I don't think I'm not stable, but I do think.
Oh, I'm just letting her know in case she wants to spend all 4.
How much would I have to heal to get my disfigured status
If you want to do that,
removed?
I'll let you choose. It's going to use. I guess yeah. It says you choose how this would work anyway. So Eric, you can. There's 4 stock left. You can use 2 stock to remove disfigured, and then 1 stock for healing.
If that's all right with everybody, I will accept that.
let's go ahead and do it. So we're taking down 3 stock of my healing kit to take down 1 harm and remove your disfigured status.
I'm not quite as ugly, and maybe now I can get the message out.
Yeah.
It's
So
okay. You've always had a face for radio, Cabbage.
That is my joke. I'm supposed to say that joke.
back on the air with sauerkraut.
Boom. Rally to the cause. See, that's good right there.
Nice.
There you go.
Hold 1. Spend your 1 for 1. Have your audience. Send in supplies. Attack somebody you name. Do I know what's going on inside?
Inside, talking about inside the radio station or just inside anywhere else?
Well, where the rest of the team is?
So at the moment,
Like, I don't
nobody
know
else.
what's going on with Doc Boo and Milo and all them.
Yeah, nobody else has radio since the jammer has been shut down.
All right, well then all I can do is get people to rally to the radio. I'll call people to the radio tower. Let's make this our most defensible position.
Okay. So the jammer came. Yeah, the jammer's fully offline now. So let's see. Yeah, with the I guess with the timeline, Doc and Milo. Well, Milo doesn't have a radio. Doc, we know you had a radio, but now you're in a place that doesn't matter. And then we have Stukov, one of your guys, and Draco. And I think Draco, the guy in the power armor, Igor probably has a radio tuned in now.
Yeah, we probably have a radio on us.
Right. So when when this fight started for Stukov and Draco, I should have done this before. Sorry. You heard Cabbage talk over the radio, just horrible. It's the worst you've ever heard him. Like he's horribly injured, bad off. But you're in the middle of a fight, so you're like, well.
Can't deal with that. That's a later problem.
So all of a sudden, the two of you, and definitely not Doc, hear. I guess Bish would too, so it's kind of awkward to probably turn off a radio. And Sasha, you hear this too. There's like Cabbage coming over the radio, sounding like his old self, and just like really bringing it up. So what are you picking, Cabbage?
I would like people to defend the radio tower
Right.
so we can keep the signal alive.
So we're gonna say everyone who can hear this has a +1 going forward. The ones at the radio tower, if you're doing anything to defend the radio tower, you will have a +2. Zukov and Draco, you guys just have a +1, just because inspiring rebellious speech.
The best
Yeah, be
defense
rebellious,
is
break
offense.
stuff. Let us break some stuff.
Not
Yeah,
too much.
so-
We still need to live here.
We fixed it later.
Zukov comes over.
You're decorating.
Yeah, so cutting to Sasha. Sasha, you are now outside. Remember, your tank doesn't have a cannon round anymore, but you still have ramming and you still have a LMG mounted with your gunner. You have a tank that's running in the corner with unknown capabilities and at least 2 guards with the tank, and they're rounding the corner, and they haven't seen you yet, or at least they're not directing their attention. It looks like they're going right for the radio tower.
Time to go jousting.
So you want to T-bone the tank?
Get closer. I want to hit him with my sword.
Okay, and you're close enough that I would say there's no real big lead up. So go ahead and do your vehicle.
Cabbage into my barrel.
If this was a video game, if this is a video game, every single tank that isn't actually being used would have a cabbage in its thing. And if you looked at it, it'd be an Easter egg. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll up like your vehicle-to-vehicle combat.
Will that be shoulder another vehicle or?
Didn't you have stuff for like ramming? Combat driver. Oh, no, that's for other stuff.
Well, if it's ramming, then it'd be suffer V harm, taking into account the massive and the harm.
You're equal.
And then the bonus from my ramming gear, I think. I really need to keep that tank window open.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll it up, and we'll see how well this goes. Shoulder and other vehicles. Actually, I'd say is overtake just like go faster. Yeah, it's speed, out distance. That's outrun. Deal with bad terrain. Boredom. Yeah. So I'd say shoulder is probably the best thing.
All right. So I have +1 harm from ramming on top of the massives. Massives equal. So then will it just be +1 then?
I believe so.
And the defender can choose massive or handling, but I'm assuming the massive is bigger.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn. You lose control and your attacker chooses. Wait, what?
I had to do it backwards because of how they made it like the higher you roll, the worse the outcome.
Wait, so this isn't a success.
If you look at it, it says on a 10+, you lose control and your attacker chooses 1. So they made the higher the roll, worse.
Weird.
You know what? How about we go ahead and say, write your fucking game better and do some continuity. Swap that around. So your car takes 1 harm, armor piercing right in the transmission. What's the success on this then? Like, what's 6 less?
Well, this is who is suffering. So this would be, I guess this would be like them rolling, or them. This is what they're affected by.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay.
Technically, the 10+ options are better.
They are better then in that range. Okay.
Sort of better.
Sort of. Okay. So I choose. How much damage do you do? This is a fast tank with low armor.
Just ramming would be, when I'm using my vehicle as a weapon, it's +2.
Okay. They have 1 armor on this tank. So you deal 1 harm, and then so you crash, you spin out, or 2 from 7 to 9. I think I'm gonna do you're driven off course and forced to take a new course, and you take 1 additional harm right to the transmission. Because they're not giving ground. They're going right at the. Yeah, so you go to like T-bone, but you end up hitting the back of the vehicle, like where the transmission is, and you crush in the track, and like it needs to go. It needs to like take a wider arc, but it's going straight towards the radio station right now. And
what does the transmission do? Like if it's damaged?
Well, it's more a fun play text that's like, oh, right in the transmission.
Right in the transmission.
Right in the kisser.
Yeah, it's saying armor piercing, which basically means that they're just going to take harm. They can't avoid it with armor. So they take 2 harm, and this tank is smoking, but it is still going fucking full throttle towards this radio tower. But now its track's a little fucked and its transmission's not really working, so it's taking a much longer or wider circle to hit it.
I do it again.
Right, we'll get there in a bit. So we're gonna cut back to Bish. So we have Cabbage is doing better. The bleeding has stopped, and the weird drugs you fed him seem to be really helping with his
I love drugs.
motive.
how much harm should he
My
have?
I'm
motive.
so glad that the methamphetamines and the cocaine are helping you, buddy.
I do love some methamphetamine.
Meth.
It's a light tank, same mass. So, what's your mass?
I was saying, like, how much harm should Cabbage have?
I still have 3.
He still has 3, yeah.
Okay. So
It's just the drugs are in him now, and he doesn't. It's not affecting his ability to speak. So yeah, Bish, you go. You know, you're like, okay, you're all better, buddy. And you look out the glass window, and you can see like the because it's cinematic. You can kind of see the base of the radio tower, and you can see one last time before we cut back over to the fortress. You see at the base of the tower that black electricity like flicker up, but this time not at your peripheral vision. And you see like, Cabbage just finished his roaring speech, and he's just like, okay, now who can I call? And you see this like black lightning flickering up the tower from the glass. Say anything? Do you do anything?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Bish is a doctor. She doesn't really know what the fuck black electricity means.
Yeah, for all she knows, that's normal.
Ah,
No, I
maybe.
wouldn't say normal. It definitely seems very abnormal, but what the fuck am I gonna do about it?
That's what radio towers do. How would I know?
You could read a sitch.
Maybe this is Mother Russia. Everything's different in Russia.
You could read a sitch to see how you see if you can like make a half decent guess or a worse guess.
Who's dinging me?
All right. Yeah. So go ahead and ask one of those questions real quick. And this is related to the black lightning.
All right, so I hit the button, but it's not like updating in the chat.
It is. You rolled twice. You rolled a 7 and 9. You can ask one of the questions. Whereas
Okay, I don't remember the questions, so just give me a second to open up the thingy.
and this is research in relation to the black lightning.
Let's go with which enemy is my biggest threat?
You were pretty sure it was the tank. Now you're not so certain.
Oh.
As you walk up to the glass window and look up, you can see like the black electricity is building at the top of the tower. And as you like look up and look at this big like mass ball of black electricity like flickering out like one of those fun toys you can get where you put your finger against it and the electricity goes towards it. We see that same thing like in this workshop. Somebody has one of those toys, and it like the transition of the camera to there, and all of a sudden Igor just like grabs it and smashes it. He's just like running, or he stomps on it, will actually say. And yeah, so I think we'll do Draco first. Draco, you see Igor's about to creep out from behind the vehicle on the right, and you see Stukov or the person that other came with you, the person you don't know is Stukov, is like getting up on like what looks like a pretty hefty weapon.
Well, my job me and Mara's job are to keep him distracted. Look over here, big fat ugly.
Okay, you wanna exchange harm to do that? Because you already have his attention, so go aggro ain't gonna work no more. Now you need to keep his attention.
Yeah.
You could act under fire. You could do
Lay down fire.
Lay down fire. Yep.
Give him what he wants. Shoot at him with small arms. Make him feel tough.
Before somebody with bigger arms comes.
Can I study his mech to see if there's any particular weak spot or something like that?
You could, I think, read a sitch.
Read a sitch. I don't even know.
Basic moves.
Read a sitch. Roll that sharp. Cool. All right,
No,
let's see
sharp, not cool.
We'll poke you in the eye. All right, so research.
God damn.
Partial success. I'm kind of mid today.
That's kind of me.
Wait, partial, that ain't you. Scroll down.
Wait.
The chat
I
was
am.
refreshing.
Oh, interesting.
Firefox for your browser?
Why is this?
If you're using Firefox, it's been having issues with Foundry.
No, I'm not. I'm in Chrome.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's read a sitch, but you got ask 3. You got a not a critical success, but a full success.
Is there a way to close the chat and reopen it?
Yeah, you click on the chat bubble at the very top where all the other icons are.
Ah, yes, they're dimmed down so you can't freaking see them. Cool.
Yeah, so mine took like a solid 5 minutes to load in. That's why I hit it twice. Is like it didn't load the first time, so I thought maybe I didn't click it all the way.
Yeah, because mine's not loading. The last thing in here was Rita Stitch from, Yo Bish is here.
That's what I'm seeing as the most recent die roll.
Interesting. I see right away. Anyway, so go ahead and pick 3 from the questions because you rolled a full success.
I shall return.
I'm going to say, what's my enemy's true position?
Oh, his true position is that he's about to be caught out on 2 fronts. Igor and the guy, you don't know his name, but Stukov, from what you believe is an anti-tank weapon.
Can I use the question, where's my best escape route way in, way past, as what I initially intended? Finding what's the best way into his inner gooey parts?
Yeah, that's fine. So that is a pretty hefty piece of power armor. You do know that the fusion core on the back, while armored, if hit right, could just detonate.
We're in an enclosed space. I don't think detonating a fusion core would be a good idea.
Nope, but that is the weak point on that armor.
I mean, we will win instantly. We will also lose.
Yes, but that is the weak point on that armor. If you're super fast, you could...
Yep, there. The roll just showed up for me.
Okay.
It took 3 minutes.
Yep, what Lydia said.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Whack electricity.
So the joke would be his minigun. But
yes.
Really what you should be on the lookout for is taking unnecessary damage, because you're pretty sure between Igor and the guy with the anti-tank gun, this is probably going to get over real quick. So what you should be on the lookout for is you should get the fuck out of the way and not take unnecessary risk.
Okay, well, I suppose, what can I roll then, too, just to keep attention?
I would say lay down fire. Lay down suppressing fire, lay down fire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too. Lay down fire. It's hard. Okay, do it.
Hey, you full success on that one, too. I'm assuming you can't see it?
Nope, can't see it.
Yeah. So choose 3.
I can see in the description of the thing that I rolled.
Okay.
Choose 3. There's only 4 options to choose from.
Yes.
All right, no.
There are 4. Yeah,
there's 4. Yeah, I'm going to go to the first 3. Provide covering fire, allowing another character to move or act freely. That's for Igor. You provide supporting fire, give another PC +1 choice to their own battle move. I'll do that for Andrew. And you provide suppressing fire, denying another character to move or act freely. So the bad guy.
Awesome. Cool. Sweet. We cut to Stukov. So Stukov, Draco is just, him and his gang and your one guy are just really drawing that guy's aggro. So where he's starting to get a little annoyed and he started walking forward. And then you realize that the small fires, this amount of small rounds fire that's happening is actually making it awkward for him to move forward. And now he's got like his side exposed to you. And you can see Igor's like ready to just like run up behind him. But yeah, you have +1 choices to their own battle moves. So that means anything you do, like it says, choose 1, you choose 2.
I see.
So what would you like to do?
Okay. I need to go to use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Continue out the scene.
Shit, wrong button. Okay, don't pay attention to that.
That's unfortunate because it was like full success too.
No, that's bad.
You wasted it.
Listen, man.
Listen, my dog. Oh, Michelle sent me a picture of a wolfhound, a hunting sight hound, or a Borgia. So yeah, it's not husky toolboxes; they're Borgia toolboxes. So it's just like it's a long snoot on all the long snoot dogs, like silhouette on all the toolboxes.
Oh yeah, sure. I guess I'll just go aggro.
Well,
or should I help or interfere?
You could make it easier on Igor.
Yeah,
you could do that.
I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, because he's gonna be, or what's his face? Draco's gonna be rolling for him. So yeah, go ahead and roll it up.
I clicked it.
And no.
It's probably asking for how much data.
It's asking for input. Your HX is at 2 at the moment. It should have popped up with a box.
Okay, what if it didn't?
Try clicking it again.
No.
I wonder if it's the delay.
It looks
Michelle,
like you linked it in chat.
No, that's because he clicked the the button for it, didn't you, Andrew? The like word bubble button.
I clicked the dice button.
You could do that. Whoops. Like roll 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, Andrew. /R or /roll 2d6 plus 2. Oh, fuck.
My enter button isn't working.
No, we've seen it. It's working. You got an 8. So it's they take +1 or help or interfere. I'm assuming you're helping.
Yes.
All right, and since he had passed on a +1 option to you, I'll say that you add +2 to help him. Cool. Stumper,
I opened something or exposed something that Igor can attack.
yeah. So Stumper, you back right now? Okay, not. So what ended up happening was, his side is exposed to you, and you start laying in with this autocannon before it like jams. And it's just big, round, dense. And he goes to try and turn, and he dents again. And then Igor like runs up behind him, and that's when the cannon jams. And then as he like goes to grab the arm of the premier, we cut to an arm outreached by the General Yokov, and him like pushing a medic's stem into his arm, and another vial of something into his arm. And at this moment, we see one of the Transformers explode, and there's this dark lightning burst. Ooh. And we have a screen cut, like the top right of the screen is like cut away. And when we see this Transformer burst, we see at the radio tower that ball of lightning like fluctuate, and Bass goes to jump at another Transformer, and as Bass rips that one apart and breaks it, before the cutaway disappears, we see like the lightning ball at the radio tower like spike out in lightning, and then the cutaway goes away as the big mass goes in and slams into Bast. And as that slams into Bast, we see Doc Boo for a second, like falling through, like, Doc, you're like standing in this tiled room, right? Like watching these just operations happen. And all of a sudden the floor underneath you gives, and just like all the tiles are falling with you, like just around you. And you're back in the water again.
Oh boy. So darkness again, and I can breathe.
Yes. And there's tiles now. It's dark. There's dark, but for some reason the tiles are still lit with the same lighting that the room had.
Yeah. I'm not totally sure what options are open to Doc right now. Can
you could
Doc
6 Sense?
Yeah, let's try that. That makes good sense, I think. Let's try that.
Okay.
Okay, I hit it twice and nothing happened, so what's going on there?
It was a full success. So go ahead. The MC tells you good details, something new, interesting about the current situation. You might ask a question or two and answer them. So like after falling through that, you've started kind of piecing some of this stuff together, and you've been hearing, occasional snippets of voices here and there, and some flashes of memory that aren't yours. You're pretty sure you've gathered one piece of core information, that the gal in the tank and the gal that was on the operating table are the same person. And do you have some follow-up questions to that? I'll give you 2 that you can ask me in relation to that.
Where am I?
You are inside. You are inside the places. You're inside the quiet places in between. You are somewhere between reality and this gal in the tank.
How do I get out?
I don't think you would know that, but I can give you. I think the simple thing would be follow the light.
Well, I tried that, but we'll try it again.
Yep. So you look around.
Yeah. What did we have me roll for that last time?
I think last time was Rita Sitch.
Is that what you want again?
I think that's fine. You got a full success again.
Yay!
So you can ask 3. Actually, hold off. I'm gonna let you use those 3 in the thing you go into. So you find the light, and you swim towards it, and you fall into it. Right now, you find yourself in a padded room with some, like, they're weird apertures. They're like toys that are in cages. In the 4 corners of the room, in the ceiling, there's like cages with toys in them, and occasionally you can see those toys moving around and tinkling. And then, like, as you're looking around, there's no one in here, right? It's a door, a padded room. It's lit. There's these cages in the corners with 4 different toys. There's a cup and a ball There's a train with little cars attached to it. There's a Koshka doll. I think I said that right. And then there's Matryoshka. Yeah, it's Matryoshka doll. And then there is a ball. So now ask me those 3 questions. And I'm gonna give you a hint. Don't ask best escape route. It's always gonna be follow the light or figure out what you need to do.
Okay, well, if that's not the right question, then maybe the better question is, why am I here?
It's not why you're here. You're more stuck in between someone in a coma and someone who's using that person's brain. Like you're what's the word?
Caught between consciousness.
Yeah, you're also collateral damage. Like you're not supposed to be here.
Is there anything I can do since I am here that could make a difference? Like something good.
What is most valuable to me? You get a strong pull to the Makoshka doll.
Just let me slightly rephrase that. Is there something good I can do while I'm here? I get a pull of the doll. Okay, well, I will follow the pull.
Yeah, so you walk up to the cage and you see the Makoshka, I can't say it, Matryoshka doll inside. Anything you want to do with it? You can reach through the cage. You just can't pull the item out.
I am back.
Welcome back.
I assume the compulsion ended at approaching the cage?
Yes.
Huh. And I can't open the cage, but I can reach inside.
Yeah, that's awkward, but you can get in there.
Bend the bars.
Sure. I'll try that first. I try to force the cage open.
Give me another open your mind.
Open your mind.
That's 6 cents for me.
Partial. Not informations. I'll say you can open the cage enough to take out, if you were to take some of this Matryoshka doll apart, you could take out some of them, but not all of them.
Is there multiple dolls?
Do you not know what that is?
It's a Russian nesting doll. They have like
It's a Russian nesting doll. Yeah.
No, I haven't heard that term, at least not that I recollect.
Oh,
Okay, well...
Matryoshka, apparently. That's how it's pronounced.
Maybe I addressed the doll. Do you need help?
I'm gonna use that as one of your questions from the last one because you still had one more. I think you don't. When you say "Do you need help?" you get the impression of "I want to wake up," and that's about it.
Cue the music.
Yeah, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
How do you wake? I don't. Okay, I don't know how to do that. I try to figure out how to do that. I don't have any intuition.
You were in a black void, but when you went through all those surgery memories, when you came back to the black void, there were tiles in the black void. Maybe filling out the black void with more shit would work.
I don't know how to get back to the black void though.
Keep doing things until you end up there.
I'm doing stuff.
Feel like I should have put Andrew in this situation.
All right. Well.
You gotta take the doll apart and like try and grab as many pieces of it you can.
I guess so.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, and then we cut back to Milo. Milo, you start tearing apart the Transformers, and now the mix is keeping you from doing that. It's anytime the Bass goes to like attack one, it knocks it out of the way.
But one of them has been dealt with, right?
Two of them.
Oh, 2 of them.
2 out of the 8. And you can tell that the pull that the general has is weakening.
Oh, why can't I actually? I did actually save reopening. I'll actually.
Yeah, mine just reset. Like my game just reset. That's pretty interesting.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, did it? What happened?
It flashed for me and then it like fully reset. So hopefully that's
Mine looks okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing a really high ping on my client.
High ping, is that a Chinese general?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, that was bad.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, Shoop, do you have your stuff back?
I think so. Goes that. How come I get? There we go.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
It's nice that time of year. Yeah, so now while his control seems to be slipping a little bit, the beast seems content to keep you from damaging Transformers again. That does leave other options open though.
So I'd
Here,
like
how about
to try to get more. I'd like to get more of the Transformers before attempting this, but I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, and I'm gonna try to do, if I can, imprint on me onto the other mass.
Onto the other mass. Ooh, that's a.
And I want to do that, but I want to get more of the Transformers broken, so I have I feel like a better odds.
Right. Okay. So, out of curiosity, real quick, what are you hoping to accomplish by imprinting on the other mass?
So in a way, like either stun it or make it just freeze and not do anything for a moment while I actually go and tear away at the other Transformers.
Okay. I'm
Basically,
gonna
just
go ahead and roll for it, and then we're gonna jump to Doc real quick, and then we're gonna jump back to
is a roll.
you. Okay, so you can heal 1 harm, and you remember
Okay.
something. So I'm gonna say that you recover the dice memory.
I was gonna say that would be there. That actually did work. For some reason, I can't remove the harm.
You look cool to me.
I think you just uncheck the boxes.
Yeah, it might also just be doing a legginess
Yeah, I just
yeah.
set my connection.
Yeah, there's a little bit. Okay,
there.
so mass forward. Okay, well this is going about as weird as I thought it was going to happen. So, Doc, you're pulling out this, this nesting doll, right? You get you take 2 pieces out and you're like, oh, okay, now it can fit. And you're like pulling it out, and you're like, you go to open up the next smallest one, right? Because you pulled it out, and you see a very small version of Milo inside of it, and then all of a sudden you're falling through the floor, and now there's polyfill and pieces of scrap of cloth and random pieces of Matryoshka dolls floating around, and you find yourself still back in this watery mass.
All right. Well, there seems to be a pattern, and it's caused chaos, and maybe the system will eject me. Is Sixth Sense called for, or Rita Sitch?
I think you could arguably say either or.
Okay.
Rita Switch would give you more info about what you're doing, and Sixth Sense would give you more info about what you should do.
It would also give you an idea of how many users are connected to it at the moment and their connection status.
Okay, I attempted a Sixth Sense. I did a refresh. I still don't see my outputs, but that's what I did.
Well, you're successful, fully successful.
Cool.
So let's see.
Trying to figure out what I should be doing.
Right. You've now gathered that you are in Milo's sister's head at the moment, and the more of these memories you collect, the better things will be. That's the impression you get.
All right. Well, let's do it in high speed then.
Okay. Yeah. We start seeing you just slamming towards the light and kind of just fucking around with shit.
Yep. The more noise I create, the more memories I awaken, the better the odds of something I hope to happen.
Cool. So we cut back to Milo. You go to imprint, and when you're looking, when it starts to reach into your mind, you see Doc in a surgical room, cutting open your sister, and then you see Doc in a padded room with your sister, taking away her toys. And then all of a sudden you're back in the room again, and you did a full success. So I'm going to say that you're able to, you basically have a choice, right? You can hold it back. You can hold this mass back for one whole action. But doing so, you will forget one memory. If you wish to control this thing fully, you need to forget everything.
So the memories or the images that I seen was of not Doc just being there, but he was actually doing the surgery, taking the toys. He was actually there interaction other than being in standby and seeing everything that he was witnessing.
Yes.
I'd rather have it to actually be, for now, lose a fragment of a memory, not everything yet.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to hold it off on one action. So tell me, do you want to attack the Transformers or Yakov?
I'm going for the Transformers.
Okay. So Bass tears through another 2. And when you do that, you see the connection weaken. We cut back to, as we see him burn through 2 more. Yakov pulls out a pistol and tries to fire, but the Bass jumps in front of the bullets and catches them, tries to send them back, and then just kind of ping around. One of them hits the tank, with your sister in it and like cracks slightly. And then with that crack, we skip back over, like looking at that crack, we skip back over to the tower, the radio tower. And like Bish, you're staring up through like, it looks like a bullet hole crack in the window. And you're looking up and you can see just this big ball of black lightning at the top of the radio tower. You there, Lydia?
Quickly.
You there, Lydia? Guessing she stepped away. We'll jump over to Sasha. Sasha, you so you plowed this tank into, you tried T-boning and you missed slightly, and it's going to stay the course, right? What do you want to do? I would like to give you, I'll give you a devil's bargain. You can choose to guarantee that this thing will stop, but heavily risk the chance of damaging your tank to at least where it's immobile. Or you can risk not risking your tank, maybe stopping it, but it's going straight for the radio tower. And currently, your vision is like limited to in front of you, so you can't see the giant ball of black lightning at the top of the fucking tower. Because it's a tank window.
I'm guessing this radio tower wouldn't withstand a hit from a tank.
Probably not.
I will guarantee that I stop the tank.
Well, not guarantee. Highly. If you don't roll a fail.
Guarantee that I'll. Okay. Yeah. Whatever the first option. Yeah.
Basically, if you don't critically fail, then you'll do it. Yeah. So go ahead and give me another the same one you had before. I think it was shoulder.
Okay.
That all being said, that assumes you want to stop it from hitting the radio tower.
Aren't there my allies in it? I feel like that'd be hard.
Right. Well, I mean, it depends if the actual radio tower itself falls on them, but there's like a control tower for it, and then there's the actual physical radio tower. It's going to plow into the radio tower part of it. So it's not impossible, but the likelihood is if it hits it from this side, it's going to fall on this side.
Mm-hmm.
But it would destroy the best broadcasting tower that you guys have, and a part of the original Vault's history. This tower was built with the original people who lived here. Hey, critical success. I'm gonna say with a critical success that your vehicle's only slightly down for the count. So tell me how do you stop this tank and kind of sort of fuck up your tank from it running into the radio tower?
Maybe I ram it, but I also like somehow jam the barrel of my tank into it so that like it grinds it to a halt somehow.
Okay, so like the barrel of your tank pierces through the where there's no armor and gets stuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we see from the inside of the enemy tank perspective, and you see him like screaming Russian, like ram the goddamn tower, just like hit it, like stop their broadcast. And he's like, stop yelling in my fucking ear, I can hear you. And just like he's going forward, and all of a sudden we're looking at the guy who was yelling at the driver. He's kind of he's underneath where the gunner seat would be, and he's looking over the driver yelling. And all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, this tank barrel comes through the left all the way to the right where the dude's head was, and just pierced through. And he's just like he's just screaming, and he goes to crawl out of the he like goes to like get up and like flip the lid open, and the moment he like gets up into the cold snowy air and he like looks around, he looks right at since you're so close, the LMG gunner is just like 2, maybe 4 feet away from this guy's head, and he waves and fires one round straight through his head.
God damn.
And yeah, so that's done. Lydia, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So you're looking up at this radio tower, and it's got this big black ball of lightning forming at the top of it. What do you want to do?
So Cabbage and I are both still up in the tower, right?
Yep, up in the human part of the control tower, yeah.
Okay, I'll turn to Cabbage. Hey, I feel like we should get out of here. This doesn't look safe anymore. We should leave before you get hurt anymore.
We are in agreement. Let us move. Yeah, so we're gonna
Grab
rush.
them by the arm and start running.
Yeah, do the whole arm over the shoulder thing.
Right. When another person comes to help you, Cabbage, and you're both like. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bish. You're helping him, right? Like you're holding up his like his left, his like left arm, and like
exactly.
yeah. So then I forget what it's called, fireman carry. Is that what that's called?
Well, fireman carry would be like literally carried, but yeah, it's just
Oh, okay.
just
Yeah,
the,
no, it's just helping him out. Just he's
Okay.
leaning some of his support onto me.
Yeah, so you're doing that and you bring them to the door. When two people come through the door, you know, they're rebel clothed and everything, and they block your path.
What the fuck, you guys? Let's get out of here. What are you doing? Get out the way.
Cabbage, you recognize the guy holding the AK who's slowly raising it.
uh-oh.
It's the dude that you took the full blame for all the fire and the people burning to death in the support bus.
Oh.
And he like,
So he's not happy with me.
yeah, he goes to bring it up. He says, "You've served your purpose. Bish, move. Anakin, move."
Hey,
Can I-
yeah, this is unreasonable. This is unreasonable. This is outrageous.
Can I just react at this point and raise my AK and start firing?
Yeah, you can.
I've got my hunting rifle, but I can't fire it one-handed.
Fair enough.
Doomslayer, this
is that
hunting
gonna be,
rifle.
Like, bow aggro or something else?
I think this is act under fire, right? Because the shit's about to go down.
But she's going aggro first.
Oh no, the guy rolls his gun first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
exactly.
otherwise I'd agree with you. Yeah, otherwise I would agree with
I
you,
am the
Andrew.
mad doctor who I am just as likely to kill somebody as I am to save somebody. So yeah, you bet your ass I'm starting to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When was I still firing?
yeah. About that, be prepared for the worst.
Oh, I still can't see my roll. I assume
Yeah,
I did not roll though.
Yeah,
If he looks like he's about to fire, I'm going to try to dodge it, I guess.
right. We'll get to you in a second. I'm gonna give.
my gun jams. Is
I'm
my
gonna-
assumption.
Yeah, your gun jams, and it's be prepared for the worst. I'm gonna give you an option. Your gun jams, and you know this guy is like he's got both arms up, and he's like shouldered his weapon. He has his friend behind him who hasn't raised his weapon yet. But like he's about to like put like 3 through Cabbage's chest. You can jump in the way, or you could charge the guy and risk injury. And depending on
the guy and risk injury.
okay, that is a go aggro. So go ahead and roll that. I'm gonna say since you're in a bad position, gonna roll a -1.
Again, I still can't see any of my rolls, so you're gonna have to tell me what I just got.
Be prepared for the worst.
Maybe she knocks him out the window and
What?
both
The
of them
dice
tumble.
gods are not with me.
Yeah.
What has helped me with stuff showing up is I closed the window and I reopened Foundry and relogged in. Now I'm seeing stuff as it actually happens.
Oh, so it's
Okay.
just a matter of relogging into Foundry?
Yeah, just close it and go back in.
Yeah, if you want to do that, Lydia. But yeah. So fuck. Gonna hope
Doesn't
for
someone have an LMG?
say what?
Doesn't someone have an LMG?
No, not these folks.
I swapped an LMG for a grenade launcher at some point.
Yeah, that was mounted at the front gate when you originally. So basically, she defended the front gate when you guys originally did the attacking, and she was back there setting up a field hospital. I actually, when I was doing the rolling for it, I was like, God, or like, I feel like she should get more. And I remembered that you gave off the LMG. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a bonus. And then I started rolling, and that helped basically her defend off the front gate. But the LMG is still back by the like front gate that you guys broke through.
I see.
Yeah, it did something.
Yeah, it didn't get punched like the grenade launcher.
Or grenade launcher. Okay, yeah, so it's prepare for the worst. So I'm gonna say you're gonna take double harm. This is a single harm, so you're gonna take 2 harm. And what's your best stat?
Either sharp or weird.
We're gonna say that you have the condition broken.
Ooh.
Wonderful.
Weird.
So yeah, you know like you go to charge at this guy, and part of the prepare for the worst, and Cabbages, where I'll let you roll in a moment here, is that he's able to fire. He fires off a couple towards you, which slows you down enough for him to like whip the AK towards Cabbage. Cabbage, would you like to roll act under fire?
I would.
Okay, go for it.
I have it right here. Boom. Oh, not seeing it come up. How did I do? So I have unflappable persona, so I use cool instead of.
Is your cool only +1?
Yes. Yep.
Huh.
Be prepared for the worst.
Oh, it says you can roll hot instead of cool. What is your hot stat?
Oh, +2.
Oh, that would that still wouldn't help, sadly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. God damn. So yeah,
APK.
Yeah, Bish goes to unshoulder you, and like she goes to like raise up and fire, and the guy's like, oh no you don't. He like turns to Bish and like fires 2 rounds. Bish like goes to charge, gets hit, and then he turns to you and he fires. He is gonna deal 2 harm to you.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
Ouch.
Yeah, you're at 5 now, aren't you?
Nope, I am at 5. Yes, I am at 5.
Okay. Yeah, so he fires at you.
It's not updating.
Okay. Yeah, so you just got hit for real bad. We cut back to
Yeah, I'm down. I do have like a hard out at probably 8 o'clock.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we see the guy, we see you both on the floor, right? And then the one guy who was helping Bish is like, whoa, and like he puts his hands up like, nope, I'm fine, I don't want to be a part of this, and he backs off, and he goes to like, aim. We see the camera from your guys' perspective, and he just says, think of all the people, or I can't get their screams out of my head, and like we hear the gun sound of him like bringing the weapon up, even though that's not how guns work. And we cut to the fortress. Draco, I want you to roll for Igor to fuck some shit up, and you have a +2.
Alrighty, what am I rolling in particular?
I don't know, something that's about fucking shit up.
Go aggro?
Yeah, this guy's not seeing it coming. His armor just got wrecked by Stukov. He's been distracted by you. Anything that would be like destructive.
Single combat maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I think it sounds good.
+2. Alright, and then do I roll for the gang or am I rolling my stat?
You'd roll for the gang at a +2.
Okay. Is there a way for me to just add the +2 in, or just
if it doesn't prompt you, then we'll just do it afterwards.
Okay.
Didn't. So that was a full success.
It's not showing up for me again. God damn it.
Yeah.
It's having issues.
So
yeah, it's just single combat. Whatever I rolled, it didn't prompt me to do anything. So that +2.
Yeah. So you have inflict terrible harm +1 and suffer little harm -1. That is all. So he can't hurt Igor, and Igor is going to do 3 harm then, and that's pretty much enough. So tell me how Igor getting a drop on this guy, like how does he take him out?
All right, so I'm gonna imagine the guy is distracted. Igor's as quietly as a 2,000-pound piece of mechanical hardware can sneak up on him. He's going to, I'm gonna say, you said this thing was like a loader, basically converted for military use with armor and shit, right?
Yeah, think the alien loader mech plus add in Fallout armor.
Okay.
Think a suit of power armor piloting the loader mech.
All right, he's going to get the drop on him, come from behind, knock him off balance, climb on top of him, and as the minigun's going to, imagine, turn to try to shoot Igor, Igor is going to take it and basically turn the barrel down into his face as he opens fire.
Yeah, he like breaks his arm and makes it like shoot at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So yeah, we see Igor like grip the minigun, start wheeling it down, and then like just stomp on the dude's arm joint, and we hear just crack and smash of like mechanics and bone twist, and he's screaming as like the minigun's revving up, and just blood and metal just starts flying up, spewing all over Igor and his armor, and spewing of blood and stuff flying up over everything. We cut to Doc, basically chasing through dreams, and now he just keeps falling back into this black mass of just random shit now. It's just, bedding, toys, syringes, just all sorts of random shit. The blackness is almost completely gone. It's just filled full of crap, like a hoarder's house, but just dumped into a giant circle. And Doc, you feel this this strong pull finally. Like, and before you've just been going through the, like I said, you're speeding through, right? Like, what can I interact with? Okay, that's it. And like it just works. And so far, you haven't really felt like that strong pull since the very beginning. And now you're feeling it this time. And you see like 2 glowing eyes in this like dark, or it was a dark void. Now it's just full of randomly lit crap with different lighting effects on it. and you see two glowing bluish, purplish eyes. They look like TV screens, kind of, from like a little bit of a distance.
Well, that's disconcerting.
Mm-hmm.
Are they like looking at me?
Hard to say. Do you approach?
Not yet. Right now, I'm just assessing the situation.
Give me a sixth sense. No, they're not. They're not. They look like eyes, but you're pretty sure they're like tears in reality. You're looking through a different reality if you were to go up to them.
Okay, I approach slowly, cautiously.
Yeah, you approach slowly and cautiously, and you look through the eyes or eyes, quote unquote, and you can see like you're a hulking creature, like standing up, or like through the eyes are, and you can see Milo like racing and dodging as like the big massive black mass claws are like slamming down to try and hit him. Or we see the other one running by and like biting down on the hand before it slams down on Milo and ripping it down before jumping towards the Transformers, and then the mass jumps at it.
And I've seen this from the viewpoint of the thing with the big claw hands.
Yeah, the big mass thing. The thing you were seeing flickering in and out of reality from just like your peripheral when you first came to the room.
Is there anything I can do to distract it or hurt it?
Yeah, with a full success, I'd say when you're going to look at it, you get this sense that if you just gave in, you might be able to come one with it.
Well, it's not necessarily the most desirable outcome, but at least it's an immediate solution.
So you're like, in your mind, you're like, okay, I guess I'll allow it, right?
Let's try it.
So you're in this room full of random crap, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a beat up shack, right? Like, you've seen this before. You've probably lived in one of these before, but it's cold. The beat up shack is like tar covering some of the windows with like patching up holes, and it's a shanty, right? It's one of the shanties one of the people in the processing plant lived in, and you're just in this house, and you can hear a very soft humming coming from the other room.
Sneakily peek.
Yeah, you see a little girl with brunette hair, kind of dirty. She's playing with some of the toys you've seen that you're kind of familiar with for some of the memories. And when you open I'm assuming you don't open the door, you just like peek in.
So far.
Yeah, she doesn't notice you. But it looks like the girl that was on the operating table in all the memories and the one that was in the tank, but just a lot younger.
Okay. Thought I was trying to stop a beastie from getting things done, but maybe she can help me do that. So I guess I announce myself and say, can you help me stop the monster?
Yeah, so do you like open the door, or do you just talk from the door?
I open the door a little bit.
Yeah, she looks over you, and as she looks at you, she stands up, and she looks at you and says, only if you take me to my brother.
I'll do my best.
She reaches out a hand.
I take it.
Yeah. As you touch her fingers, your view changes, and now you're kind of in this floating dark water, but this time you can see, you're behind glass. You can actually see a small crack in the glass, and you see, not just see, but feel the black mass like chasing after Milo, and you see the Bast has jumping from one transformer to another, and it's through your eyes, or through who you think is the girl's eyes in the tank. And before you get to do anything, we jump back to Milo. Milo, you're down to 2 more transformers, and you've gotten a chance to like get in a cheap shot into the general. But right now it's down to the last wire. What are you gonna do?
Are you muted?
Are you muted? Yeah, you are.
I was, but part of me is also just like, oh, what do I want to actually do? I did another refresh on the page since latency is at 440 for me. Come on.
Yeah, sorry for the technical issues. If I didn't fix them, I would.
But so I see the link has been severely weakened.
Yes.
Would be nice if I could actually, let's retry this. Yeah, I'm just having issues of actually getting back to my character sheet. How do I see the math creature actually behaving? I had it to where at least done the moment to hold it in place, and I know that I know it at least took hold with that, but how is it actually behaving? Is it actually still going more heavy on guarding the general, or
It can only pick one, and you've been utilizing the times in between to hit them when you can and hit the transformers when you can. But right now, it's down to a couple transformers, and there also is it's becoming very erratic.
I think I'll just try to focus on getting the last transformer.
Okay. Give me a different roll that you haven't rolled before. Just want to see if I can do something interesting with it.
With what's been going on, I want to say, could I actually do the leap of faith in a way?
Sure.
Just for kind of the name of it.
Let's see.
Well, no. Open your mind and be able to... I
mean, if you want, you can go ahead and pick one of the other ones too. Well, here, while you're thinking of that,
yeah.
I'm gonna cut back to the radio tower actually real quick. So Fish and Cabbage, just pretty rough what's going on here. What either you want to do?
Well, is that guy still there? Like,
yeah, he's still there.
Shooting at us?
He's basically gonna coup de grace right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, all I've got is my desperation move, which is to try to shoot him with my rifle, try to get it like up and
Could I have
hopefully
made my way
roll
up
really
there?
well.
What was that?
In the time since, could I have made my way up to the tower?
Yeah, I was about to ask, Sasha, you come up and you hear some of this commotion because like you're checking on your friends, and both you and Bish can do something before Cabbage does this desperation move.
I do have a machete.
A machete.
It'd definitely be go aggro because he's not expecting.
Machete. Yep, a small match. All right, and I have that's the 3 harm hand messy.
Okay. Partial. Choose one of those.
Kind of wanted to just decapitate him, but oh well.
Just slice.
Cave and do what I want, or do they choose?
They choose. Sorry. He really wants revenge. I think he's gonna force your hand and suck it up. So he's gonna get hit. He does have 1 armor
on his neck.
There's 3 arm. That doesn't matter. It does 3 harm. That almost kills him. So he's hurt. Bish, is there something you want to do? You see Sasha come up from behind and attack this guy.
I know I don't have a bayonet, but can I still utilize my AK as a melee weapon, either bludgeoning or stabbing?
Absolutely. Let's say it's 1 harm or 2 harm.
I'm just gonna bludgeon the closest guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't we all get we all get +1s for defending the radio tower because of my rousing speech, though, don't we?
Oh yeah.
We get +2s.
Get +2s.
So that would have been 2. They have to choose force or hand.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, you're right. Yeah, give me a sec. Give me something you think they want, or yeah, I think they're
Well, it'll be the 10 plus. They have to choose one of those 2 options.
Right, which you would have gotten. So I think he's gonna get the hell out of your way. So he's gonna get out of the way before you can hit him, and he's not able to point the gun at you. He's keeping it leveled at Cabbage, but he thinks you want to tell you what you want to hear. So he looks at you and says, Sasha, don't let his, coy words fool you. He's the one who, let many of us burn in the bus. He's been nothing but a snake.
Is now the time for this?
Yes.
Well, you're wrong.
Right. Yeah. Hi, Bish. Bish, you have a +2 going forward, actually. Actually, +3 since what Sasha did. So if you want to go...
I still want to go for violence. I have too much adrenaline in my veins.
Violence.
Yeah, go for... I think do single combat. Should be in the... You can seize by force or single combat.
What does my rifle do? Hunting rifle. 2 harm far loud.
Just fire the gun. It's enough to hurt everyone.
Well, yeah, everybody gets tinnitus. Nobody wants that.
Maybe you could seduce or manipulate him.
Are you able to find it?
I'm gonna seduce or manipulate him.
Yeah, I found it and I hit the roll button.
I'm not seeing it. Was there a prompt that popped up?
No, there was no prompt.
You might need to relaunch Foundry.
Was it single combat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it should have popped up asking about the conditions. So I will roll that for you. A sharp doesn't count, so.
Okay, well, I have like over 1,000 latency, so you're just gonna have to bear with me.
Seaman recruit Daniel.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see the roll, Ben?
Yeah, I did. I just would have preferred to rolled it, but
You did.
I could try to reason with him. I could know bullshit or unflappable persona or.
well, we'll go in order here. So Lydia suffers 1 less harm and inflicts 1 more harm. So he can't hurt you, and
And if she had like the +3, it would have been like a critical or something.
yeah, so it'd been critical. So, Ish, do you want to disarm this guy or just kill him outright?
I just kill no matter what.
She chooses violence.
That'd be nice.
Well done.
What was that, Lydia?
The dude is betraying the cause.
I'm definitely gonna break his arm.
He's betraying the cause, man. He's supposed to be on our side.
Yeah, so Bish like jumps up as Sasha distracts him, hits him in the side of the temple with the AK, and like goes beside his shoulder and just snaps it, dropping his AK to the ground.
Ease.
He is.
I was going to take care of him.
All intents and purposes, he's at 0 HP, but since you didn't want to kill him, he's he's nearly incapacitated now.
Waits for me.
I just say, I had him where I wanted him.
Bleeding out of the floor. So yeah, we kick back over to the fortress real quick. So Draco, you guys have cleared the fortress. Stukov and Draco, you guys have cleared the fortress. What do you want to do?
Is there anything in here we could bring out to the fight outside to help them out?
I mean, there is like APC. There is an APC that's functional.
Ooh.
Damn it, guns jammed. No wonder it's in shop.
I do have to bail, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll make sure we send the recording to you.
Please do.
Yeah. Thank you very much for showing up, Eric.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
Yep, have a good day.
Boy,
Good night.
now it's just Shoop's face.
I turned off my webcam because I was actually using a lot of my CPU. I thought maybe that would help.
Probably.
Free up. It doesn't seem to have helped, honestly.
Okay.
Okay, so you say gun is jammed, like no work? You can't make work?
Barely works.
Barely work is better than broken.
Igor's like wrenching something out of the body of the premier, and he can't get the minigun out cleanly, so he like rips off some of it, and he's like dragging it, and he comes over. He says, "It followed me home. Can I keep it?"
Only if you promise to feed it and take it on walks.
He pets it. I will.
This is Igor. This is why I give you the suit. It's suited for you.
I get it. That's funny. Stukov, you did well, and he like hugs you painfully.
It's good.
All right.
I will get to control tower. Help other sectors.
Hey, can you make bomb out of fusion core?
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, we got one.
More like an EMP.
I'm gonna go remove the fusion core and toss it to him. There you go. Have fun.
We'll see what I can do.
All right. Don't want to leave the body of the one person behind, though. So
You just like throw him into the back of. It's like you're all loading in, and you stop to think, huh? And you like go back and drag his body and throw it into the APC.
well, it's a her and is the only gang member that has died so far.
That is a good point.
Okay, I'm gonna bring her into the APC. What kind of skills?
Anastasia.
Yeah, that's Anastasia.
Yeah.
Very brave, but this is what happens when you don't follow directions. All right, we're gonna go out and help Igor. You mount up on top with what's his face with the gun.
Stukov. Yes. Betty.
Yes, that's very goes in tight.
Who will man control tower?
Yeah, he gets on top and like he chains one of his feet to the APC and kneels down. He's just like holding the partially severed arm of the other mech, like with the minigun, and just like pressing the two wires together to get it to fire.
All right, Marat, you drive.
Got it. And the guys load up and he's just fucking fly out of there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're coming with.
Who's manning the control room?
What control room?
thought the whole reason we were here was to take control.
I got like 30 people over there. We're fine. They got it handled.
No,
Well, technically, I have 27.
he means a control room here, not the power plant control room.
Not the power plant, not the pump house, but the control room.
Yeah.
You see, Draco just kind of blink. You see, he has no idea what you are talking about.
Was part of plan. We need someone here to manage power flow, fuel flow, all utilities across all grids.
Okay. Didn't you come here with someone else?
Yeah, at this time he gets back. He runs up to the door. He's like, Zukov, Narco is I forget what his name was. I have his name written down.
Be very careful. There's a big guy with mech in here. Oh.
Yeah, he literally comes in to warn you about that, and he says like the one guy you had leaving the pumps is dead.
My psycho
Rickett.
dad.
Or Krakus or Rickett?
Krakus.
Yeah, so Krakus is dead. Apparently he went down. He went down fighting to keep the pump station safe.
Okay, so did they get to the pump station?
No, they're all dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he comes back. He says, "Careful, there's like a and then he like informs you of that,
Yeah,
and he says, "Yeah, Zukov, are we going to go to the control room?"
Okay, change plan. You and Zukov, go take control room, do thing. Me and my boys, we're gonna go kill shit.
Right, we'll be on the radio. Alert me if you need change to utilities.
All right. I will tell some of my boys in the power plant to head your way for control room to give you some backup.
Thank you.
I wouldn't thank me yet. You haven't met them.
Yeah, you say that. That's what ends the conversation. It's like you're standing at the APC door with the hand on the button that shuts the door in the back, and he's like, Sukov's like, "Thank you," and he's like, "Don't thank me yet. You haven't met him." Presses the button that slams shut, and then drives away. And your guy, I believe it's Hammer or Rickett.
Hammer and Rickett should be alive.
Yeah, I think Hammer's the one that was with you, and he looks at you and says, "Yeah, they're crazy fuckers."
Great.
And then we cut from there, and we cut back to the Milo. So let's see. And Milo, you wanted to attack the last Transformer?
I kind of clicked on what I was going to do because I was successful on the imprint on me. I can actually do seduce or manipulate using weird. I want to try to manipulate the mass of trying to actually have it destroy a Transformer unintentionally.
Oh, for you. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I cannot see the result.
Critical success. They go along with it unless or until some fact or action betrays a reason. Actually, I find this perfect. So Doc, you're now behind the you're the tank, right? You've kind of gotten it together. Oh, I am seeing through the eyes of the girl in the tank. That's fucking weird. But you start getting used to your faculties, and you all of a sudden realize you have control over the mass. But it's almost like somebody. It's almost like when you're kids when they're like 3 years old, where you're saying no, you can't have that, and you could just rip it out of their hands. But there's just a little bit of like them like, no, I want to have it. So you're being gentle and tugging away. There's that much control being held over by the mass by Yokov. Are you muted, Simon?
I'm just confused.
Shoot, Simon!
So, no, I'm confused. Well, tell me what. I don't know what to do.
So you are now looking through the eyes of the girl who's in the tank. You all of a sudden realize that you kind of have somewhat control over her body, and by extension, you have somewhat control over the mass, like the big, scary mass that's in the room. Yokov has control over the mass, but because of the Transformers being destroyed, you can feel his like leash or his ability to control it is super little, like very small. Like you almost need to apply no effort, and you can take control over the mass.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, you go to like rip control away, and then Yokov is just like all of a sudden stunned as he stops firing his like Markrov, and he gets behind something, and you see him turn his like looks up at the tank, like quote unquote to you, and you hear him yelling something, but thick glass, fucking water. You can't really hear it. You just kind of hear the sound waves like hitting the glass. Yeah. He goes to. So as you take control of the mass, you get this tug from a familiar sense. And it basically is. It's asking you to destroy the other Transformers. And it's a really strong ask. Like, if you don't do it, you're going to have to roll against it.
Do I know where the ask is coming from?
It feels very familiar, but you're not sure. Like, on the tip of your tongue, familiar.
Like, do I think it's the girl or at least somebody I'm friendly to?
It's definitely somebody you're friendly to. You just don't know who. Could be the girl. Could be Milo. It could be Zukov. It could be that one person you gave a donut to once.
Yes, that's the one. All right, let's start smashing Transformers.
Yeah. So, like, Milo, you go to do it, and there's something not quite right when you go to do it. Like, you had control, and then all of a sudden, it's like its will changed. It all of a sudden goes from like resisting to full-on acceptance. And you've used this ability before, and there's always resistance. And all of a sudden, it just turns easily and just shatters the other two Transformers. And the device on Zukov's head like fritzes and blows.
My head.
Sorry,
General
Tarkov.
Yakov.
And now through your eye, Doc Boo, your eyes, quote unquote, you see Tarkov like point the Makarov up towards you at the tank. It just starts firing and unloads on the glass. It isn't very effective. And Milo, you see this. He
starts firing.
Yeah, you don't really see this as you feel it and hear it.
I'm literally split of actually going for the kill, but that weirdness of instead of the fight against to I ask you to do this or I'm telling you to do this, but going full on, okay, no resist. I feel like a part of me would actually feel like partially pull me out of that. And I would feel like looking where he's firing, the only thing I could possibly think of is my sister. And I would.
It's a good assumption. Like I said, you feel something's going in danger with your sister, but you also hear gunfire and hitting glass.
I would be thinking glass going through or bullets going through. I didn't see. So my reaction would be fast, protect her.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
There is ability for the mass of barrier.
Perfect. I wonder if you were going to use it.
Yep, I've been holding on to it, and I never really got attacked. So,
no, Michelle. In my game, bullets travel through water. That's how it works. Yeah. So through Doc, through your eyes, you tell me. Are you going to like swing the mass around to try and kill Tarkov before he can like get through the glass?
Oh yeah, he's a bad guy. He's got to go.
Okay. So what we see is a culmination of three things. I think it's all shot. Michelle, no. Tarkov is not escaping.
That caused me physical pain.
Good. Anyway, yeah, so this is all shot cinematically, right? No through nobody's up. Well, maybe. So it's slow-mo. We see Tarkov with his weird device on his, like, from Yuri's Revenge, weird device on his head, like, zitting and smoking. And he goes to, he's raising his gun up and he starts firing. And we see, like, because he just, like, slapped in a mag when he went to go start firing. And we can see, like, a cutout of the gun as he's firing. And, like, it's firing, loading in, firing, loading in. And he's getting down to the bullets when it gets down to, like, the second to last bullet. The second to last bullet, like, flies through and shatters the tank. And then the last bullet flies through as we see in slow motion both the large mass go to just slam down on onto Tarkov from the like just huge massive paw just comes slamming down right on top of him as the last bullet leaves the chamber and flies through the water and like doing a spinning action and it goes straight for the name real quick, Jankri, and all of a sudden Bast appears right in front of her, like in the water, like we see a camera side in the water, like floating there, and its head leans down, and we see like a shimmering purple, like electrical barrier appear where the bullet was and just like hit it and shatter. and then Bass disappears, and like the bullet shreds like float around, and we get the view from Doc Boo's eyes, though, through her eyes, of just like the little bullets like floating through the water and like gently hitting her skin. Doc, as soon as you feel like the first, when you feel like the first like little thread of bullet, like, you know, mind you, this isn't impact, just like the little pieces, hit her forehead. All of a sudden, you find yourself in the corner of the room, and there's like a like half of a transformer that looks like it almost collapsed on top of you, but hit the wall, and you're like drooling ever so slightly.
Oh, you're lovely.
What do? You just stay hidden in the corner, or?
Yep, I stay hidden in the corner. It's gonna take me a second. I've been in 2 bodies, maybe 3 for a while. let me gather my senses.
Yeah,
Quarters, knees, and toes.
it's video game logic. So the cinematic scene that I had planned isn't gonna start until like you actually get up and go look.
Okay, well, are all my parts where they belong, and where do I start and where do I end? Because that seems to have been negotiable for a while.
I feel like there is some permanent brain damage there beyond what was already there.
Shoot.
You definitely, like, your sense of weird, right? Your connection to the weird, like it was always ever present, or omnipresent, I should say. Like, it always felt like it was there. That's missing. And when you go to like tap it, it's like pain, like physical pain. But otherwise, like, you have all your limbs. You can still remember stuff. You remember what happened. You remember what happened in wherever you were. There's some aches and pains from like, being shot into a corner. But also, like, it looks like at some point a piece of rubble like hit your hand and like, gouged it, but you're fine. All in one piece. Just, it feels like there's a piece in your brain missing now.
Aw, Doc mourns the change and shuffles out of the corner.
Yeah, so as you shuffle out of the corner, there's like this like indent in the floor, and like you can see there's like it's full of water now. And you like peek around the corner and you like look around, and you can see the tank is like empty. And it's a big tank, right? It's like a big vat. And you can see a figure kneeling down to another figure that's on the laying on the ground in the tank.
Okay, I guess I approach.
Yeah. As you approach, you see Milo standing over who you now know is his sister's body. Milo, how about you tell me, is she alive?
I would say alive, but not awake.
And what of the mass? Not yours, hers.
Her mass reduced by by a very large size. Instead of the gargantuan beast, almost like down to almost like the way on how how Bast is, almost to a size of what would be considered like a puppy to it. That's
okay.
All reduced.
So we maybe see like Doc walk up and like look over, and he doesn't. Doc, you don't see them. You don't see the masses, the thing, the weird dog wolf. But like we see like the camera switch over to a different what's it called, like a viewing.
Pans from where he's looking, goes behind him. He sees nothing, but as soon as it passes behind him, we can see the 2 masked figures.
Yeah, and then we see them, Bass sitting tall on its haunches, like constantly ever morphing next to a smaller version of it, who is also sitting there proudly. But Doc, you just see, Milo. Milo, what were you doing? Holding, cradling the head, just kneeling there?
I'm full on my knees, holding her, and as soon as I actually register the Doc actually there, you'll see emotion on my face, going from the stone emotion that I've been of just tears of, is she okay? Looking right at Doc.
Like, you say that, or it's just what it says in your face?
I am saying to you, is she okay? Is she going to be okay? Please.
Doc's been pretty in touch with his whole healing thing for a while, so I'm going to try his healing touch, even though I'm concerned that it might not work.
Yeah, you go to reach for it, and it's just blump. You still have your healing stuff, like you still know what to do as a doctor, but your get out of jail free card that you used to use is just not there anymore.
Okay, well, If that fails, I mean, I can try the regular doctor, and I don't even remember where that is. I never use it.
It's the kit. It's below it.
There's no die there.
That's
I
just the
think-
description. There's like different actions beneath it.
Oh, stabilize and heal?
Yeah. So you could read a stitch via your doctor's knowledge and then decide if you need to heal or stabilize.
Okay. I attempted to make those rolls. I still can't see the outcomes.
Yeah, it's ask one. Where's my best escape route? Which enemy is most valuable to me? What's my biggest threat? What should I be out the lookout for? What is my enemy's true position? And who is in control here?
So, I mean, the intention here is to ask what treatment she needs.
Right. So what should I be on the lookout for? Stabilize. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you've already got a roll for that, I think.
Yeah, I think the angel kit just does that. You still have all the charges. Yeah, so you
Could've asked
stabilize.
you how many you wanted to spend, but it's all leggy, so yeah.
Yeah. So we're at the end, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, you realize that she's not in a coma. She's like slipping away, and so you start to act fast, and you inject her with something. You perform some simple triage because she has like some minor cuts and wounds. But you start with the whole, the heart starting to slow down, so you give it a certain amount of adrenaline, and you go through and use a stabilizing agent, and eventually their heart rate comes back up, and they start to breathe normally, and you're pretty sure that if she's not in a coma, she will wake up.
I guess I say I don't know if she's going to be okay, but I think she'll live.
And with you saying that, I just go back right up to her and carefully hold her, and I'll look at you, Doc, and just I know you should have stayed up there. I know you should have stayed out there helping them, and I'm sorry that I made you come here. I am sorry for that.
Thanks for that. I'm different now, but life changes.
While holding her, I do want to do a up in the brain and see what there is around.
I'm assuming
area.
what weird is around, or just you want to use weird to figure out what's physically around.
Yeah, I want to see if the antenna tower, everything is.
You want to do like a far reach. Okay, this is cool. So you don't even need to roll. We're just gonna jump to it. So you go to look down at her after he says that. And, Doc's like, that's life. And you look down at her, and you can see her like gentle breathing. And we see like the camera pan away from you, and we see like a spectroscope happen, and all of a sudden like the colors flare up, and we see you reaching out and like looking, and we cut to, and it says like 7 minutes earlier, and we're at the tower, right? And the one guy's got his arm broken, and he's just screaming, and then like Bish just like knocks him the fuck out, and the one guy who was like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with this, he's still like, nope, I don't want nothing to do with this, and he just like leaves. And the one guy that was with the trader, he just up and left. He disappeared when Sasha showed up. And when you guys go outside, I'm assuming like you're carrying Cabbage with you, right? Or do you leave him in there?
Wait, you asking me?
Sasha or Bish? Or both?
Is he stable?
Yeah, I mean, he's just like, I'm fine. Never felt better. He's not fine. But Bish is out of chems and stuff.
Maybe we should get you in a warm tank.
More like warm vodka. Yes.
Warm tank of vodka.
Well, hey, I may be out of chems, but I think I still have one use or whatever of that angel kit.
You do, yeah. You could patch up some of the worst of his wounds, but because how the game works is like 5 to 6, you were like at death's door, and like 4 is like you're gonna need some long rests instead of 10 or 11 care. 3 is a lesser variant. That 2 is he probably broke a limb or sprained a limb or kind of fucked something up pretty bad, and 1 is like it's a scratch. So he's on death's door. So if you want to use that chem to like make it so you won't die or bleed out, you can do that.
I will put a little band-aid on his biggest boo-boo and call it good.
And remember,
Slap on a
stay behind the radio station. That's the best you're going to be talking to people. Never on camera.
Oh yeah. Did they mess with my face? It's not your face that's important.
You got a face for radio.
You got a face for radio, and he just like smiles. There's like broken teeth and some like fucked up burns from like gunpowder, and yeah, Cabbage's face has seen better days.
Doctor's recommendation: do not use mirrors.
Remove all mirrors in the house. So, do you guys keep him at the radio station, or are you trying to move him?
So
You can also radio. Go ahead.
I was kind of hoping that my patch-up job would make him able to kind of limp out of here with us, because I assume we're still trying to escape the fucking black ball of lightning.
That would be the hope. But yes, he's mobile. He's still gonna need some help. But yeah, he's not like, if he was at 5, I'd say you're dragging him. This is like marine carry, where you're each helping one side of him.
Yeah, we're just a line of cripples trying to fucking tango on down the fucking stairs.
I think Sasha's fine.
Conga line.
Okay,
cripples.
well, everyone except Sasha is a line of cripples. Jesus.
Yeah, Sasha and a line of cripples. Yeah, so you guys are making your way down, and while this is happening, we get a cut to what was the guy's name that you're having drive the APC?
Me?
Yeah,
That guy's
M something.
Marat.
Marat. Yeah, so Marat is driving, and he's like, I really can't see anything. I know I'm going the right way. Radio signal's getting stronger. And the gunner comes down. He's like, yep, can't see anything.
What gunner? If Zukov and his buddy are staying back there, it's just me, Markov.
Well, Zukov, did you leave the other guy with him, or did you take your other guy? Because you had one guy that ran back, and he came back to you, and you had your one rifle guy with you.
Thing? Not Cabbage.
Say that again? Say that again, Andrew?
Trying to remember his character's name. Draco!
Oh, Draco? Yeah.
Draco told me and my other guy to stay at the control center.
Other guy, you had 2 guys.
Yes.
Yeah, but basically, the intention was that Zukov was going to take his guys, hold the control center. I was going to take my guys and go reinforce outside.
Okay, cool. So then it's Eager yelling down through the open hole, I can't see anything. It's cold.
Of course, it's fucking Russia. What do you expect?
The armor makes it worse. And also Igor starts saying, that don't look right.
What do you mean I poke my head up to look?
You see, as you guys are approaching the radio tower, some big fucking black lightning ball at the top of the radio tower. It's like crackling lightning, and you guys are like 100, 120 feet away from the actual radio tower when you see a couple figures come out of the main door of the radio tower.
Hey, Marat, this thing got a reverse on it?
Yeah, all vehicles do, boss.
Yeah, I think we should fucking use it. I don't know what the hell that shit is.
Do we want to pick up our friends?
The rest of the gang is back at the the power
Gotcha.
control area.
He slams on it.
Yeah, that's where we're going. We advanced that way.
So Sasha and Bish and Cabbage like get out, and they see like an APC pull up, and you're pretty sure you've seen Igor before, and he's like on top of this APC, and he like points up and like at the black thing, and all of a sudden he like grabs on as like the APC fucking just full reverses just back. It's just fucking backwards. So there's Sasha, Bish, Cabbage, and there's 5 other people, and the one other traitorous guy is just missing. And so they're all looking at you, and they're like, I guess we could sit on the tank.
Everyone pile on.
And they all salute and they pile on, and
With your remaining limbs.
we see the like the 24-hour. That was it. 20? Was it 24? I think it was just called 24. Where it's like the timer, dude. Like there's like 5 minutes have passed, and like you're all piling onto the tank, and you like turn the tank treads around, and it crushes the skull of like enemy soldiers just like laying on the ground. The camera's like focused on it because gore, and it starts taking. You start taking off down the road towards where the APC went, and so, Sasha, you're driving, but Bish, you're like outside, and you're like looking up at the the radio tower, and we see like a cutaway, like a 45-degree cutaway on the left side. We see the fight, right, where like the transformer, like Bast is jumping at the big beast, and like the beast like is fighting him, and all of a sudden the beast goes from fighting him to like slamming down on the transformer. And as it does that, the tower flickers, and there's like this pulse, and then like boom, and you see a giant tear appear above the radio tower. And all of a sudden it's there for like maybe 5 or 6 seconds, and then it just like a big lightning strike in the distance happens about 8 times in a row, like away from where your position is, and then the portal closes, and you guys start following the APC. Eventually you catch up, and
Draco's gonna get on his radio and tell his guys, "Hey, we all need to meet. Not here, just outside. Just fucking go."
Doc, you do not hear that radio signal.
Draco has no fucking clue what's going on about any of this weird shit. He was just here to beat people up and shoot them and take stuff, and now weird, funky sci-fi shit's going on.
This is the first time you've even seen any of the weird, freaky sci-fi shit.
Yeah.
Except for that one time where Milo made him like fall over in the snow.
But he did. Yeah, but he didn't know that. He was just talking to him, and all of a sudden he went to sleep.
Yeah, basically.
Well, he felt like he lost something.
Yeah,
you can't exactly remember what you forgot. So.
Right. But yeah, you guys, Stukov, you're in the control center with your two guys.
This is Zukov. We are in control of the command center.
And
that's good. It's good. You hold on to that. Mighty guys, I need you to meet me over here now.
Zukov, while you're in the command center, you see like there's a background radiation level meter, and you're like sitting there like checking all the things and looking, and one of your guys, Hammer, it's like, Zukov, look at this. And you look at the background radiation meter, and it's like zoom, like it's spiking constantly.
That's not good.
What sort of Baba Yaga sorcery is this?
And you look out out the glass, and you notice the control tower at the radio tower in the very far distance for the first time before the rift opens up. Like you get to witness it like popping.
Not normal.
Yeah, so you see that whole thing envelop where it like opens the rift, and yeah. So you see this thing happen, and like when the rift opens, the Sievert meter like just fucking stays 100%. Just like ambient radiation levels are like spiking above what it can measure.
Shatters the glass for some reason.
3.6 Roentgens. Not bad, not kidding.
And like there's like a little post-it note that says, if high, then it's probably measured in grace or something. And
do you know what I just quoted though?
No, I don't.
Okay, there was a series about Chernobyl, and when they were initially had the reactor explosion, they were checking the radiation levels, and the meters they had only went to 3.6 Roentgens, which is, well, not great, not bad, but they were all peaked.
Oh yeah, Roentgen are exposure which measures ionizing in the air X-rays reach. Yeah.
I think there are also some readers, like if they're completely saturated, they'll actually read 0.
That's bad. That's really bad. That's a bug.
Either there's nothing wrong here, or this thing's
something like this.
Yeah, he looks at you and says, "What does it mean, Zukov?"
Do you know any prayers?
Dashko Malikara Hazati Moro.
I might be dying.
He starts singing. He's like that, and then it cuts to the APC and the tank are like speeding their way towards the command center, and there's like a big culmination of like people like happy, confused. There's like a couple of the buckaroos that are going around Skidoo still dragging people around. People are culminating, and yeah. So they're you guys gather up, and there's like this. You see, there's like other slaves that are free who have like guard gear on, who are like joined you, and it's pretty clear that the fortress is yours. You're not sure what just happened, but the fortress is yours. Everything is yours. And I think let me ask 2 questions. Doc, do you return to everyone or do you stay with Milo?
Ooh, I stay with Milo for the moment.
Okay. Milo, do you ever return with your sister with the group? Or do you decide to completely leave the vault dwellers and the freed slaves?
Just to clarify, what exactly did I see or sense when I opened my brain?
We'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. You saw basically a bunch of masses pour into the world, untethered masses. But you're pretty sure that you can tame them.
I was gonna turn to Bast and actually be like, do they have to be slain, or do I have to kill them, or can they be a part of our pack? And basically, you answering that, if I could tame them, I would actually get that notion.
Yeah, the little one says pack, slightly higher octave. Not that low of octave.
But
Yeah.
I want to go.
I would try my effort to carry my sister, but I know I would ask for Doc's help.
Doc will help.
But yeah, I would actually go with them and basically leave the vault.
Yeah, so the question I have is, do you, judging by your response earlier, Doc, it sounds like you are going to return to like your people and help them. But Milo, are you going to go off into the wastes, or are you going to stick with the vault dwellers and the freed slaves?
I would go with until I know how my sister is. But at some point, I would actually leave.
Okay. If your sister decided that she wanted to stay, would you stay?
I would stay.
Okay. She will make that decision then to stay. So I have a list of, it was basically a tree that I had made of key decisions. And sometimes you probably were wondering why I was asking very specific questions or why I was hammering you on a particular choice you were going to make.
What would have happened if the tower fell down?
Well, we would then have new guidelines for airports and such.
If the tower fell down and Shoop's arbitrary counter that I've been, Shoop, you saw the word C and S. Basically, this on your abilities. C meant control. S meant symbiosis. If you have you have 9 control and only 3 symbiosis. So if the tower had fallen, and with how bloodthirsty you motherfuckers have been, if the tower had fallen, you've been bloodthirsty, and he had maintained control, you guys would have became a roving gang with the ability to basically, or a gang, you basically become another version of the gang that was here prior, not ever wanting to go back to being slaves. With a bunch of your folks, instead of the masses basically being separate entities, the vault dwellers and the freed slaves would have had basically masses imbued into them, like symbiosis. But it would have all been under the control of Milo and his sister. So there would have been people who would have lost their agency and become controlled. And that would have been judged upon how Shoop was playing his character, how it would decide the gang went. The version we got was the tower didn't fall. Milo has full control. Draco and most of y'all have been bloodthirsty motherfuckers. Milo has shown restraint and kindness, as well as a little bit bloodthirsty, but the restraint and emotion came back. And he did not lose, he only lost one of his sister's memories. So he has a strong tie to his sister, who has a lot more empathy. So you guys tell me, because you're in the dead center of, y'all become either like reclusive and you don't let people in, you control the fuel, you sell fuel to the wasteland, but you don't let anyone in, you won't let anyone who does try to attack you, seemingly out of nowhere, they're ripped apart by unknown entities. and everyone just knows to stay the fuck away from you. And the other option is bloodthirsty motherfuckers who became the very thing that they freed themselves from, with full control, with eventually Milo and his sister leaving because y'all are bloodthirsty motherfuckers. And
It wasn't that bloodthirsty.
I have on you, Andrew, 3 specific times I said if you wanted mercy. You didn't take either one of them.
Oh,
I don't remember the exact instances, but I have them marked.
I was going to say specifics, or it didn't happen.
I think I have like one mercy.
There was the guard at the beginning
It's not good enough.
who fled. You gunned him down.
I did not gun him down. I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was when you had gotten the machine gun's nest, I had said you see guards retreating or like going down an alley, or I don't remember specifics. And you gunned them down.
Oh, I thought they were coming at me.
No.
Retreating right towards me.
When I asked you, are you going to let the guards flee from the wall? You told them to open. You told your guys to open fire on them.
Flee from the wall? I didn't have any guys.
That was when you had when you were attacking the fortress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was.
That was wartime. I was preventing them from regrouping.
Fair enough, but it's pretty clear that
it was a tactical decision. It had nothing to do with bloodthirst.
it's more that the handful of times that I suppose you did spare the pilots, didn't you?
Yes. I didn't
Okay.
gun down the vulture. I just disabled it.
Okay, so then let me ask you this: when I give the choice of how the story ends, if they decide to go bloodthirsty, would you leave with maybe like the Vertibird or something and some of your people? Because Draco's gang and the influence of Cabbage and the way he was running the rebellion is pretty bloodthirsty.
Yeah, if they decide to go full psychopaths, I'll probably leave.
Okay.
Well, here's one thing I was thinking about for Draco and the Buckaroos. So Draco is old enough that he's an original inhabitant, even if he was young. So
Yeah.
he had roots. He wanted to come back. And when he had all of those fond memories, his motivation for coming and taking back the refinery basically ripped out of his head, he probably would have lost the motivation to actually stay here. I mean, the gang might use this as sort of like a air quote friendly base, but like the stuff I have for my games, that they're nomadic. They will move
Interesting.
around freely.
That is a good point. I hadn't thought of that. And on top of that, the memories being ripped by Milo, it does push you to leave.
Yeah, like I would, like I said, I could use this place as, a place to gas up and, eat a warm meal, but there's really nothing holding me here.
So would you be used to attack other raider groups, or would you just attack anyone you saw?
What do you mean? I am the raider group.
Yeah, but would you raid other raiders, or would you raid random people?
On trail, it's hard to figure out who is who. It's all a matter of how much good stuff they have.
Okay, so if they're poor and destitute, you seem friendly.
If they're poor and destitute, there's nothing really worth getting riled up over.
Okay.
But if they got nice stuff.
I feel like this is a Daenerys situation now that we've moved into. Whereas comforting you're poor, you're weak, you're homeless. But if you're rich, you're fucking mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Robin Hood. He steals from the rich and keeps it for himself.
Yeah.
I steal from the rich.
Okay, so
End of story.
So if he chooses to leave, I'll probably stay.
yeah, so let's put that back on the table. So the Buckaroos are going to be this roving gang that occasionally shows up to refuel and brings back supplies.
Yeah,
But
stuff to
otherwise-
trade. Otherwise, we're not nice people to come across outside the walls.
Yeah, so basically you created a band of Dorseys that have some slight interest in not killing random people who don't have stuff.
Yeah.
And then we have Milo and his sister, who now have control over a fairly large, sizable army of masts that, with the empathy between the two of them, don't see them using for ill. And then we have, I don't really know what your end game motivation would be, Sasha. but you have been a little bloodthirsty and a little infected by the mass when it was on its early stages of murder.
Yeah, I like to think of it as just doing what needed to be done in the moment.
My question is, do you go with the Buckaroos? I mean, I'm pretty sure
How much interaction
Draco would
do we
love
have?
not much, but I'm sure you heard a lot about the tank driver.
Well, I do have one opening since somebody did die.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Sasha, would you like to come and be a member? I have an opening. Kicks body into a ravine.
We'll have to see. I mean, I guess we'll get to come back sometimes.
Oh yeah, we could come back, eat hot food, sleep under a nice roof.
Yeah, so the Buckaroos now have a tank. And I'm specifically leaving out Doc and Milo for the very end because I want to hear, because it's probably going to derive more of the conversation. Bish, where do you fall in this? Would you have wanted no more to do with war and wanted to settle down at the place and try and derive some level of peace? Or would you maybe actually consider going out and be one of the roving bands?
No, I feel like Bish is pretty sick of war at this point. I feel like that's why she ended up giving, a little bit of mercy to the guy that she bludgeoned in the face instead of outright killing him.
Yeah, I agree. All right. And I think, you correct me if I'm wrong, I think somebody's got a rein in Cabbage. So I don't think he's going to stop. And now he has because the tower didn't fall. The radio tower it doesn't quite have the power as the fucking woodpecker, but it is a pretty strong fucking broadcasting tower. So like,
Why are we only playing music? Because some asshole killed our DJ.
damn it. Yes, it was. I think like maybe Bish might just be big into spreading news and propaganda about how great you guys are.
You said Bish would do that?
No, sorry, Cabbage.
I was gonna say Bish is kind of the silent but deadly type.
Right.
Deadly.
I think I
Okay.
would still have a bit of a soft spot for like wanting to come back and like stay for a bit longer than normal.
Yeah, maybe don't always go with Draco. Okay, now we're gonna go to Doc. Doc, now that your goofy healing powers are broken, do you? Because I think we decided early on you were a Vault Dweller, correct?
We did. Yep.
So are you tied to this place? Are you okay with what they're doing? Like, it's somewhat of a safe bastion. You're pretty sure that Draco keeps killing people who have a lot of stuff and bringing it back, but it seems like a whole lot of like people that are really down on their luck, mostly down on their luck, seem to find their way here, and the community keeps growing. Is this something you want to be a part of, or?
I suppose. Yeah, we'll stick it out for now.
Okay. Yeah, and then Milo, would you and your sister stick around with everything that was spoken about now?
I think the only reason we would actually leave every now and then, or we would alternate leaving the place, is if we somehow get a sense of another mass that's wandering and take time to actually go find it and rein it in, tame it, and then just come on back. And I think if I still have access to like the powers with the mass,
You do. And they grow and change. Every mass is a little different. It's like a Pokemon.
I'd have a tour just slowly try to understand and learn how to actually utilize each of the powers and such. Maybe there are times where Doc is actually absolutely confused since he can't really see what weird paranormal thing is going on. And I'm just like, here at times. Get a little bit of rapport with that. Somehow, Cabbage needs a little bit more of an oomph. I have it to where I just gotta impart some words that I get a sense reading everyone, seeing everyone's like emotional spectrum of how or what it is that they should actually hear or what's been on their minds. And he then goes forth of inspiring people.
And you're using the mass to basically create like a hive mind where you're able to do all this at once?
Not all at once. I actually go there in person.
Oh, okay.
Try to help out because I can actually see the people that I have a lot more of a bond with Doc, at least, since I actually do remember him. Everyone else kind of a little fuzzy.
Yeah, over the
Yeah,
time, I think you start seeing faces again, but they come back in slow.
But the only thing that I kind of had pop in my head is, would I know that I took Draco's memory?
Yes, you absolutely know you did.
I probably would. Maybe after some time, and I can actually see his face, I would then.
Oh, that was Lydia.
But I would probably myself take him aside, and I at least know I talked with most of the people that I've at least was involved with, of how I was seeing everything and stuff going on. But for Draco, I'll admit to him, if he remembers a moment during the convoy traveling of him just losing memory, that it was unintentional, my involvement.
I
And I want
imagine
to
he
ask-
wouldn't. I would imagine he wouldn't remember because he doesn't remember what he doesn't remember.
Well, I remember his crew was actually telling him, it was like, yeah, you were like knocked out for quite a freaking while. The kid, you were talking to a kid, and then you keeled over. Kid left the food for you, walked away.
Or it's like sometimes you get a feeling like you feel like you're forgetting something, but you can't remember what. It's like, whatever.
So I guess we leave it up to Draco.
Sorry, I spaced out for a second. I just heard my name and got snapped back in.
You
Your memories
you
being
get
stripped away.
time to space out.
that
Shoop was
So-
basically asking you if Milo approached you and basically tried to get you to remember the time where you were talking with him and all of a sudden you passed.
Oh, the creepy kid coming up to me, like, wig me out or not?
It's after we spend our time where we're at, I'm actually going around, I'm at least helping people and such, and I actually get a moment to talk to you, where for me, I can actually see your face. I can actually talk to you and not have it be disfigured for me.
I will use my crowbar to physically keep you at arm's length if I have to.
I would be giving you your space, but I would actually ask if you would like your memories back.
How do I even answer the question of how do I know that they're gone? It's like, what are you talking about, kid?
The easiest way to actually just be like, if you want to understand weird stuff going on, haven't you at
Yeah,
least noticed?
you're in the center of it.
Yes. And when all of you had found me, I did not really have my memories. There was experimentations that they've done on me. They've done stuff to me and my sister. And I did not know who I was. The stuff that I was doing, I was just more so going through the motion. Anything that I'd done to actually hurt any of you, I did not have any ill will. I did not mean to hurt or cause any problems. And I'm trying to at least mend them, which I at least remember with you, I unintentionally took something from you. It was a story you told me of your times. I didn't know how to feel about the story, but somehow I took it from you. And I don't feel like I have the right to keep it. So I'm asking, would you like to have that back?
And I know this isn't some other weird trick because
If you don't feel like
trusting
anything,
at all of the creepy kid.
I'm at least glad that I actually have my memories, but I understand too that if it goes to where you don't trust me in that aspect, I'll let you be on it.
Yeah, I prefer you stay like over there, like far away.
But I'll at least let you know that your convoy has been helped for some of your retrieval of supplies through means. And I'll just turn and walk away.
Draco's gonna turn to one of his gang members, just random guy, like, the fuck do you mean by that?
And I'd say, as I'm kind of walking away, see like animal prints just walking by my side in the snow.
Okay.
You know what, Jimsky? I think we should start our raiding today. Let's get the fuck out of here. This place creeps me out.
Okay, that's funny. So, yeah, so cool. Well, I think we got enough information here to decide. But
Maybe I would start a food truck.
so
Burger Tang!
Yeah. So Zukov, what would your character want to do?
I'd stay.
I'll stay, but like, what do
There's a
do you
good
want to do?
workshop here. I'd probably start getting vehicles up and running. Get a workshop up and going. Keep travelers' vehicles going. Maybe get that
Okay.
vertibird up and running. Figure out how to use it.
Maybe you could even make some kind of goggles that let you see the masses if you ever got tipped in that
Yeah, that's
direction.
right. I do weird stuff, don't I? Maybe look into some of the weird stuff that's been going on.
And like the Geiger counter stuff.
Like what the hell that black lightning was, or that weird tear in the sky.
Yeah, I think eventually your character ends up discovering a mass that stays close to you. Eventually, you start seeing him before Milo and his sister even detect it.
Yeah,
It's like a
probably
tiny
by,
one.
What are you?
Yeah, and probably
It's
by
a
that
grease
point.
monkey.
Yeah. Yeah. Little. Oh my God! It's from Fern Gully. It's Hoxus, but it's a monkey. It's from like Streets. There we go. Okay. And Doc, what would you like your legacy, your character to be?
I don't know. I mean, he's already kind of old. Unless for some reason he lives longer than regular people, he probably wants to stay in the vault where life's a little more comfortable and he can help some people.
Yeah, you guys like rework the vault to not be a fucking horrible scientific nightmare and kind of turn it back into a
Yeah,
living
I would.
place.
I would seriously help with that.
But
We'll take the
Yeah.
equipment. It will be good for working on vehicles.
yeah. So yeah, I think with all that being said, we kind of know where our character's going to be. And the last scene we close out with is I think we see quite a few years pass on, and the forever winter is starting to get less forever wintry and more just it's always winter, but like not blizzard blot out all the time. And eventually we see the buckaroos tend to go more and more north until they eventually run into a place called Oskow, and they end up start developing a gang out there, and another home away from home, and eventually Doc, with kind of a lack of this weirdness, starts being able to get more into medicine and helping people, and eventually with a lot of the influx of only seems to be an influx of poor people and homeless people and people really down their luck, takes an internshipping and starts helping people, but he can never quite shake that weird connection that pops up every once in a while, and he swears every once in a while when he looks in the mirror there's that thing standing behind him again. We cut to Zukov, who has stripped everything down from the vault and got it back to operational order to a degree. The vault basically provides all the power you need. The fuel oil ends up being used in tandem with products and stuff you use to sell to the wasteland, as well as helping with developing alongside with Doc and Bish like new medical technologies and stuff like that. He ends up discovering that event that he witnessed with the Geiger counter has actually been happening around the planet now. It's like a permanent anomaly. And then when that information trickles down to Milo and his sister, there are times where those two disappear. They take a long time to come back, and occasionally they come back. And some people like to make the claim that they come back with many footprints, even though it's just their own. There's a whole part of the district in this area that's off limits that Milo and his sister basically say that no one's allowed to go. And the handful of people that have decided to go in there either come out different, insane, or they just don't come back at all. That is where a lot of these masses are corralled. Some of them, they take on more human-like personas. Sometimes they are more bestial and they need to be contained or destroyed. But more and more masses, just more and more wandering lost souls like the masses will come in, like the people lost in the wasteland and without food or home or shelter. And the refinery and the vault, or the city surrounding the vault, become a bastion for the Everwinter wasteland. And eventually we come to Cabbage, who has found himself in his older age feeling like he's screaming into a CB. eventually he was moved away from the radio, and now he spends most of his time yelling at people in from different faraway locations using the big broadcasting tower as more of a relay. But he plays music, he plays stylus, and he runs podcasts quite frequently, talking about the good old revolution and how it needs to continue, and constantly talking to other people across the land, and not subtly telling the buckaroos where their next target should be. Frequently, Draco gets some very useful information from Cabbage. Sometimes they come back with lots of freed people, and sometimes they come back with Cabbage's cut.
Liberated supplies.
Yeah. And then we settle on Sasha. Where's your character in 20 years?
You got the best goddamn food truck ever.
Okay, settle. Yeah.
The engine block.
Where did you leave the tank?
Oh, I converted the tank.
Oh, so the tank is the food truck.
Yeah.
It's a food truck on tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like, because it's a hefty engine. It's like a big food truck. It's actually like a mobile restaurant. It has like tables and chairs and like
It's a very unique delivery system.
Yeah, very unique. We deliver the restaurant to you.
I was thinking more of firing it out of the cannon.
Burrito cannon.
Burrito cannon. Yeah, they run t-shirt it's like t-shirt cannons, but it's burrito cannons. Yeah. Yeah, we close out with a very unique scene of another very unknown child. Like we see him on actually a pretty sunny day, scaling the side of one of the very old and unused oil smoke towers. And they're scaling it, and we can see occasionally a like mass jumping along with them, very small one. Occasionally lands on its shoulder, and eventually gets up to the top. And it's the child stands on top of this tower and starts singing. And just like the beginning, there's a daily choir of all of the people of this place singing together and standing up and remembering where they came from. And every time this happens, somewhere in the world, a rift opens up and more masses pull in.
I see.
Yeah, and that's it. I hope you all enjoyed the ride. I had this run one session longer than I was hoping it would, but hoping you all enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Well, all right, well, I need to adjust my sleep schedule to wake up at 5 a.m., so I need to be going now.
See ya.
Yeah, I am drained and tired, but hopefully Eric and Eddie can watch the end of this and enjoy it. But Simon, thank you for sticking it out late.
But,
Have a good
y'all have a good night.
Yep, have a good night. Thank you, Shoop. Thank you, Andrew. We're going to go pass the fuck out.
Good idea. But I gotta get ready first.
Yeah, you get ready. Have a good one.
You too.
Good night.
Night.